They had a good family out there.
Supporting their people.
It's exactly right.
They're supporting their family members.
This is great. I love it. I love the shirts to support the young man. Okay, Emily Ray Cochran is with us tonight. Eric Kane is as well. Eric, let's start with you. One of the key players for the Highlanders.
Yeah, well, first of all, number 59 for AE is senior Tylee Jackson, defensive lineman and right tackle. But for Gatlinburg-Pittman, the star player we're going to headline here in the pregame show, Craig Husky, senior linebacker, tight end as well, but he's known for his defensive prowess. Good size as well, 6'3", about 215. You see his stats up here on the screen. Last year, he finished second in the state with 132 tackles. He is a tackle machine, and that's Craig Husky. He's going to be all over the field tonight for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Emily Ray, you flip it to the other side. D.K. Towns is obviously got to play well tonight if Austin East is going to pull the proverbial upset.
Absolutely. He's a young, dynamic player. He's just a sophomore wide receiver. And if you look at his stats, leading the Roadrunners with 4 touchdowns and over 300 receiving yards this year. He's dynamic, he's young, and Towns is also impacting on defense as a free safety as well. Head coach Stanton Stevens says he's one of those guys who, if he stays locked in throughout his sophomore year, junior year, senior year, he could be a big impact player in the state.
Yeah, and Emily Ray, one of the keys to tonight for Austin East, they come in with only the one win. It's getting off to a quick start.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a really young team. They've got a lot of freshmen, got a lot of sophomores on their squad. They only have one senior starter on the offensive side of the ball. Stanton Stevens says it's all about discipline with these guys, and we know his first stint with the Roadrunners started 26 years ago. He's bringing that same culture of discipline to his second year in his second stint with the Roadrunners this season as well.
26 years, wow.
Eric, I would tell you that it's just as important for GP to start fast, because you don't let a team that's 1-6 hang around. You put them away early. You don't let them build any momentum, any confidence.
Yeah, no doubt. Plus, it's an emotional night, right? It is senior night. There's a lot of family members that are here tonight supporting the home team, and for a team that's got a lot of athletes, AE's always got a lot of athletes that can be very dangerous. You want to put that away in the first quarter. So for a team that comes in undefeated, do what you do, that being GP, and try to get off to a good start.
I know the year's not went the way they hoped here at AE.
Well, it hasn't gone that way either.
I think part of that is the fact that, a year ago they kind of slipped into the back of the playoffs and then won 2 games, got to the 3rd round, which I think maybe set some expectations for this year's group that just haven't happened to this point. But a win tonight, a win over McMinn here in a week or so, that would give this team a lot of confidence. The next 3 are tough games. I mean, they're against good, solid teams, and it's going to be hard to win them. But can they steal 1 or 2 down the way to give them momentum heading into 2027?
I'm going to go back to Eric on this one. No disrespect to Emily Ray, but Eric, you played football at Jefferson County. You played at Carson Newman. And the one thing that Stanton Stevens has talked about is what this team is lacking is leadership. Because I just don't have any leaders out here. I said, how do you manufacture that? And he goes, it has to happen organically. I'd like for you to speak to that.
No, it does. And, I spoke with him down here before the game as well. It's different types of leadership, needs more to emerge. And you truly don't know what you have in that regard until adversity hits. There's been adversity hitting all year long. And so, we're in week 7, week 8 right now with not many have emerged. That just kind of shows, unfortunately, not where you want to be in terms of where this team is in terms of leadership. But that does have to emerge. That has to emerge after when things go wrong on 3rd down, when things go wrong after a loss. And you look at not a lot of seniors, and I think that plays a role into this, right, on the starting side. Not a lot of seniors, and I think that, unfortunately, that's kind of where they are.
Emily Ray, when you look at this team for GP on the flip side, they're on the road, learning to win in road environments is going to be critical, because even though they're undefeated, depending on where things stand at the end of the regular season, they may have to go on the road for a key playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, but the confidence in this GP squad this year is kind of through the roof. So I think on-the-road games, as you mentioned, are going to be super important for them. But at the same time, they don't have Alcoa in their class this year, and they're not shy to admit that this is a benefit. They're not going to say, oh, we don't want the maroon and silver in our class anymore. They're going to be hyped that they can make it to a semifinal for the first time since 1990. And I think that confidence has been key to their success this year.
Yeah, Emily, Ray, to you. I'm sorry, Eric, go ahead.
I was going to say, shouldn't have to apologize for being happy that Alcoa is out.
Exactly.
Of that region,
what I was going to say is any conversation with anybody in 3A starts with, Alcoa's gone, right?
Yeah.
And any conversation with 4A starts with, Alcoa's screwed it all up now, right? All right. Hey, last week we had a great game on Friday night if you were a Carter Hornet. As the Hornets improved to 5-2, they did so without their best player, and that is running back Jody Scruggs. Austin had a chance to sit down with the player who missed the game because of concussion protocol.
Here, Carter with Jody Scruggs. Jody, you had a really big year last year. I know you're wanting to try to build on that, this fall as we roll along the season. What do you feel like you do well?
I feel like just not only offensively or defensively, but just like I think I'm a team role player. I think I help the team a lot in just like different roles on the field. I can go in a little bit of everywhere and give you a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying?
So when they put the ball in your hands, what do you feel like you bring?
I feel like I can open up the run game or the pass game because I can run routes.
Yeah.
And then I can also get behind in the backfield and get small. So I feel like I'm like I'm a threat. I feel like I can run the ball, I can catch the ball at receiver. I feel like I bring something different. They can't just stack the box, you know what I'm saying? Because we went out to wide receiver and they're going to have to play me at wide receiver. I think I opened the field up for my teammates a lot, and I think that's good too.
You told me you don't like the downtimes, the dead periods, those type of things, because you just love the game. You eat up with it. Like, why is that?
I don't like not being able to just come and play football, literally. I don't like not being able to come and be with my teammates. And I know it's just that little period of time, but I like to do it every single day. I'm not playing. Just that's the way my team makes it for all of us. I feel like a lot of us would rather just come to practice every day and have fun with each other than be at home and doing whatever they're doing there.
All right, he's consistent, he's persistent, and he'll keep coming at you each and every Friday night. Jody, good luck the rest of the way, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a player now. His younger brother balled out against Fulton in the 49-6 win a week ago. Hey, we're going to welcome in Charlie Morgan. Charlie, you can't see, but I have decided to let Austin Price join me for this interview for some hard-hitting questions. Is that okay? Well, so far so good because we can't hear Charlie. So will guys let me know in the truck if we're going to hear Charlie. Charlie, give us a test. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
There we
He's
go.
back. All right. Austin, go for the first. You take off.
Hey, listen, Charlie, you look at, what you all have been able to do in 3/4 of a century with Gray Hodges, giving back to different communities in and around Knoxville. I know this Austin East area has been very important to you all, and I know you're proud of that.
Well, we've been in the same place for over 76 years, and in that meantime, we have given back to even Austin East several times. We've initiated a scholarship with the Knoxville East Knoxville Business Association. We come to their Christmas parties over here at Christmas with they have the arts and everything, their dancers, their singers. It's been very good for Gray Hodges.
At Morristown location, getting closer to kind of getting off the ground. I know my dad and mom are excited about that. Tell us what the latest is this week.
Well, we're getting closer and closer, but those bids keep coming in higher and higher.
What can we do to help?
Give me money.
Oh.
It's very simple. No,
Hey,
we're getting closer.
Hey, we talked last week about tankless hot water systems. Do you have one at your house?
No, but
Hang on. I'm asking Austin, Charlie. Hang on.
I do not.
You should. Charlie, why should Austin, with 2 girls and a wife and a dog, have a tankless hot water system?
the only thing he has to pay for it is when he's using that water. Otherwise, if he's got a tank heater, he's heating that water $7.24. If he's having a tankless heater, he only uses it when they're in that shower. Now, that may be for 30 minutes at a time, though.
Yeah, see? You're saving money. Charlie's trying to help you.
He needs the help.
724, 563.
Charlie says he needs the help. All right, hey, Charlie, thanks, man. Good luck over in Morristown. You'll get there someday.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sounds good. By the way, our thanks for the $1,000 each week from Gray Hodges to the visiting school. A lot of people take for granted it's the visiting school that has to pay for the buses and the travel to get here. That's a businessman in Charlie Morgan and Gray Hodges says, we're going to give the money to the visitors.
Yeah, it's neat
Makes
for them,
sense.
and they are able to benefit from coming on the road.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got the WBIR Blitz Players of the Week. We're going to take a look at what games to look forward to tomorrow night. Don't blink. There aren't many. We'll do that when we come back on the Gray Hodges pregame show.
most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super Savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
This water makes my hair so dry and brittle.
AquaClear can fix that.
Jeez, I hate the way my water smells.
AquaClear can fix that.
No matter how much lotion I use, my skin is always so dry.
AquaClear can fix that.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Welcome back to Austin East. More specifically, it is Samuel P. Anderson football field for a man who gave so much to the Austin East community. That is Sam Anderson. As homecoming festivities continue, Mark Packer, Austin Price has been kicked to the side. Eric Kane has been kicked to the side. It's Emily Ray Cochran front and center right now from WBIR, and I know you guys have been working hard on the Players of the Week.
Yeah, Eric's actually right next to me, Mark. He's not too far.
Kick him out of there.
We were just talking about it. It's week 8. Can't believe it. Only 4 weeks left in the regular season, which means we got to give out another pair of Players of the Week. We've got one from Halls, one from Stone Memorial, and Camille Gear joins us now for those names.
School football season is flying by. We've already given out 12 Players of the Week so far this year. The Week 7 winners are bringing some crazy stat lines, so let's get into it. Starting on offense, we head over to Stone Memorial to highlight wide receiver Kyle Hinch. And the Panthers' 34-27 win over Macon County. Hinch hauled in 3 receptions for 3 touchdowns. Even more impressive, those were the only 3 targets he had all game. Now they're 6-1 on the season. The Panthers, they're rolling. Hinch says he's thankful for the recognition because it brings more spotlight to his team.
It's great. Our school gets recognition and to just help everybody know about Stone Memorial. Football means a lot to this town, and just to be able to give them something, a football team that is pretty good, it means a lot.
On the defensive side of the ball, Halls Jr. Carson Pierce will take home this week's honors. The linebacker, 15 tackles, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery, and 2 tackles for loss in the Red Devils' 49-15 win over Carnes. Halls has been on a hot streak as of late, winners of 3 straight, and Pierce says he found out he won Player of the Week from someone special.
Mom actually texted me and said congratulations, and I was excited. She was so happy for me. I was excited since I woke up for the game, and it had me pumped throughout the day, and I was just ready to play that day.
Halls will host Catholic tonight at 7 o'clock. Stone Memorial, on the other hand, will host Livingston Academy Friday night at 7. And, of course, as usual, we will have a full slate of high school football from Week 8 on Friday nights on The Blitz.
Congrats to those 2 guys, Halls and Stone Memorial, with those accolades in Week 7. But now we turn to Week 8 for the Blitz games for the week. We've got Grace at Sevier County. That's our Rivalry Friday and our 10 tailgate. That's definitely the most intriguing matchup of the Friday. Northview Academy at Seymour, Morristown East at Carnes, Kingston at Scott, and then we got Daniel Boone at Jeffco. So definitely some interesting ones on the schedule, but definitely can tell it's fall break.
Yeah. Kingston and Scott County is very intriguing to me. Two teams that have had really good years, and I'm interested to see which team can
Kingston
continue.
And Scott.
Yes, Kingston and Scott. See which one can continue to progress. I think that's besides Grace and Sevier County. To me, that's the game tomorrow night to keep an eye on.
Eric, you're not allowed to talk about your alma mater, Jefferson County. So any other games that grab you tomorrow, there's only like 5.
Northview, Seymour.
I mean, no, not that one. I mean, I'm not trying to bury the lead here. Again, we've already made reference to it. But, I mean, the headliner is Grace Sevier County. I think we've all wondered. Grace is certainly talented enough to win that game, but could depth become an issue in the second half? We know athletes galore. They're good at the line of scrimmage, but Sevier County's got a much bigger roster. They've obviously got the experience winning the state title last year. I think all eyes are going to be on that game, and I know that's low-hanging fruit, but that's what we're not paying attention to.
Well, it really is. That's the reason that it's the Rivalry Friday game, the 10 tailgate game.
Yep.
I think I'm going to imitate Emily Ray Cochran because you're going to be off at a game, and I'm like taking the spot of all 3 of y'all. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, you got to interview Justin Price and Todd Loveday tomorrow. So
I think I can handle that.
Yeah, thank you. We're very appreciative of that because I think 4 of us have to go an hour out to get 8 games tomorrow.
I think I got it. All right, that'll be fun tomorrow, and that's the game we've got on TV. Okay. We'll go off camera because Austin's about to be on camera as he zeroes in on one of the key players in tonight's game.
Here at Austin East with Joel Houston, you play linebacker on defense, offensive guard on offense. It's a different type combination. What do you feel like helps you excel at both?
Just being competitive and doing whatever my team needs me to do. And what's best for the team is what's best for me.
What do you enjoy most about the defensive side of the ball, linebacker?
Just hitting every play. I just love to see my teammates. We just go get the ball.
What do you
I
feel
just
like?
need to go get the ball back.
Where do you feel like you've improved most at linebacker? Where's your game gotten better?
Scraping, honestly. I feel faster scraping. I feel like I get to the ball better this year, and that's it, really. I feel like I got some good interceptions coming this year too. Good amount of tackles, so I should be in the right space for my sophomore year.
That's right, right down here, big 6 area for this guy right here. Offensive line, though. What kind of mentality? Does the mentality have to change when you're on the offensive line?
No, not really. It's just go. Just go.
Just go. Just block the man in front of you.
Yes, sir.
So this AE program with Coach Stevens seems like it's got a lot of juice right now. You guys made that late run last year, go to the 3rd round. This year, no Alcoa. Some real optimism that you guys can make a run towards state. To do that, what do you have to do?
We all need to work harder and push each other every practice. We need to take everything personal, which means we should beat every team that we lost to last year.
Just gotta have that revenge factor.
Yes, sir.
Like, do you find yourself becoming more of a leader now? I mean, do you talk more in practice?
Yes. I feel like some of the young guys that's coming in, they look up to me, and I'm being a good leader.
Do they ask you questions, or is this something where you see it and you kind of insert?
Anything that they need, I got them. They just know to come ask me.
Your dad played here, coach is here. Like, what's being a Austin East Roadrunner mean to you?
It means a lot. It's just, I feel the community is behind us a little bit more from our past season, and I feel that we got something to prove to everybody. We should be able to input some things that we didn't have last year into our new stuff now.
All right, well, we got Austin East coming up against Gatlinburg-Pittman. That's right here on Rivalry Thursday. You're watching for this guy at guard on offense, at linebacker on defense, and maybe right back here in the end zone a time or two as well.
And welcome back. Time now for the National Anthem, which is brought to you by Food City. series now by the Austin East Marching Band on homecoming. One more segment to go in the Gray Hodges pregame show. GP and Austin East, top of the hour.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Tonight's Rivalry Thursday is all about community, and when it comes to caring for our community, Covenant Health Urgent Care is leading the way with locations in Knoxville, Maryville, Sevierville, and now Farragut. They're open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No appointment is needed. Whether it's a sprain, sore throat, or flu symptoms, Covenant Health Urgent Care delivers fast, friendly care when families need it the most. Make sure you think Covenant Health Urgent Care when you have urgent needs. Gatlinburg-Pittman and Austin East almost set to get going on a gorgeous East Tennessee night. Let's check in with the head coach of the Highlanders, and that is Tyler Williams.
Head coach Tyler Williams is with us. 7-0. You come in here number 2 in the state. What does 8-0 mean?
Well, it means a lot to our kids. You know, we really try to focus on playing each game one at a time, you know, and for us right now, that means it's Austin East. So we're here. We know they got some good players. You know, it's senior night for these guys. Playing on TV means a lot to these kids. And, you know, we want to go try to win the ball game, get to 8-0.
You know, I always kind of ask the coaches, what makes you lay your head down softly on your pillow at night about this team? What do you like about your team?
I've got a bunch of smart kids. I've got some good kids, coachable kids, and they're tough. You know, right now we're healthy. Don't really have any injuries to speak of. That doesn't mean there's not bumps and bruises. Those kids have overcome some little nagging things here and there, and, man, just really like the way that they respond to coaching.
On the flip side, what wakes you up in the middle of the night and you find yourself out on the couch with the dogs watching reruns of Andy Griffith?
Well, you know, we've talked about it a bunch this offseason. Alcoa is not in 3A anymore. Okay. I think a lot of people assume, hey, GP is number 2. They've been knocking on the door for a while. They're just going to walk right through. Man, there's a lot of good teams in 3A in East Tennessee. There's a bunch. I mean, we had a really good game with Unicoi earlier in the year. You got people like Meigs County, Kingston, down in Chattanooga, Tyner, Chattanooga Prep. There's a lot of good teams. I've seen some of those teams, and there's some tough football ahead of us if we're going to keep to our goals.
Tyler, thank you, and thank you to Jim and Nick's. Another great pregame meal every Thursday and Friday. Talk about fueling our crew. It is Jim and Nick's, and you can find them by Westtown Mall or jimandnicks.com. Let's get a check-in with the head coach of the Austin East Roadrunners, and that is one Stanton Stevens.
Stanton, how big would a win tonight be against this undefeated GP team?
It would be huge, Mark. You know, just we can some kind of way figure out a way to win this. Our kids, if they play that well, you know, that'd just be a feather in our cap. That would make our year. That would make our season.
When you've come in and you've had so many close calls this year, you're 1-6. How important is a fast start?
Very important. And last week we got a fast start. We just couldn't maintain that momentum over the length of the snaps. I think last week we played about 180 snaps. That's probably 50 or more than we should play. You know, and if they can take us in that kind of deep water tonight, we're going to struggle in the fourth quarter.
What helps you lay your head on your pillow softly at night that you feel good about this team? The look's telling me there's not a whole lot right now.
Not this year, but the future is bright. It's as bright as the sun is tonight. Right now, beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day at Austin East. It just may not be tonight.
Well, what if it is? Are they storming the field? They're taking down goalposts?
No. We're not storming the field. Hey, win with class, lose with class. That's our motto.
And that is a great motto. Once again, the game to watch tomorrow night we will have on OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman, Grace, and Sevier County. Hearthside Bank pregame show at 6:30. Kickoff just after 7 o'clock. WKNX, WBIR Plus, and the Rivalry Thursday YouTube. Kickoff for this one when we come back.
We got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it. Come on. Let's go. Drop.
Hey, bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburns. Let's eat. Auburns. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Y'all have a bigger chair?
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
The following live sports broadcast is brought to you by Pac-Man HD Productions.
Do we have one of those tonight? Unbelievable! As 7-0, Gatlinburg-Pittman has made their way out of the mountains for fall break as everybody else has gone to the mountains for fall break. And Austin East 1-5 looking for win number 2 on the year at Sam Anderson Field. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane. Austin Price, who feels at home because he's got Peter Millar back on tonight. Okay, let's talk about key players.
Got my Roadrunners colors on, baby.
Getting ready to roll. Yeah, let's start with GP.
Yeah, talented senior running back Cecilio Rodriguez, 52 attempts on the year, a little over 400 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's a threat out of the backfield as well, a guy that's been doing it for quite some time, can impact in so many different ways, and he plays defense, a senior leader for the Highlanders. That's Cecilio Rodriguez.
Flip it to the other side. We're going to talk about tight end linebacker DeAndre Hunley, big number 0. I expect him to get plenty of opportunities tonight to have a chance to make plays, whether it's rushing the passer or potentially catching the football out of the backfield. So I look for DeAndre Hunley to get opportunities. Now, can he take advantage of them tonight for AE?
Fourth member of our team, Emily Ray Cochran, with
Coach,
a member.
What has been the biggest point of emphasis in practice this week to try to prepare for an undefeated GP team?
Lock in. Our guys got to lock in mentally, execute their assignments to a high level and consistency, and we might have a chance to hang around with these guys.
26 years ago, you became the head coach at Austin East, and now you're in your second stint in your second year. What does it mean to be back here?
It means everything because I'm back home. It feels family. There's so many connections that I just love being back and getting to work with people that 25 years ago, they were babies, and now they're grown people, and that's a beautiful thing.
I love it. Thanks so much, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Guys.
Yeah, and somewhere in the middle of that, he was the best analyst that we've ever had. As the first quarter is brought to you by OEB Law. GP won the toss. They have elected to defer. Neither Austin nor Eric heard what I just said because they're both in the general's quarters on VolQuest.com answering the comments of crazy UT fans on VolQuest.
GP won the toss, defer. AE's going to get the ball, beep, beep, and we're going to be off and running. I got you. I can multitask,
Yeah, well,
all right?
Yeah. Austin is oblivious to anything that's been said.
I do think.
What'd you guys say?
Yeah, seriously.
Roadrunners are going to get the ball first, Austin, and obviously a big storyline tonight offensively for one of the best players.
I was oblivious until Eric said meep, meep, and then I got fired up. So you're right. I mean, listen, Austin East got to have a change of quarterback on a night like tonight. That's going to be hard. You go to either a younger or a more inexperienced player. Whether it's your young freshman or Spencer Moore, who is a junior who's played a little bit more.
And he plays a little bit of everything offensively as well. Running
Correct.
back, wide receiver, very much an athlete back there.
And in honor of our good friend Rick Russo, maybe we are ready to play football at Austin East. Down at the 8-yard line, Roadrunners down the sideline, and they will get things started out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I think if you're Austin East, you got to try a splash play here early on, right?
Okay.
I mean, a splash play.
You got to try to hit them where they're not expecting it.
We're all aware of what's going to happen on play number 1 because Stanton told us.
Maybe some trickeration here, play number 1. I don't know.
Landon Lightfoot, the freshman, you look at the stats. He's only thrown 9 passes. How much will he play tonight? That's the real question. Because Spencer Moore, again, as we talked about, has played a little bit more quarterback and can do it.
I think they should run a double pass on the first play of the game, which is what Stanton said is coming. Let's see what happens on a first down at their own 26. They'll throw this one out. Oh, and it just didn't work. Buried back at the 14. And Stanton, well, at least he didn't look up at the press box and say, thanks for nothing, Packer. Oh, here's the starting lineup, and they've got players in all classifications.
Yeah, not many seniors. You see only one senior on the offensive line. That's the right tackle, Tylee Jackson. Jeremiah Dean at wide receiver. It's a lot of freshmen and some sophomores for the Roadrunners.
This is why they don't allow you to call plays.
We had a conversation about why didn't you run a trick play on play number 1, and he says, all right, I'll do it.
It's second and 22.
And now they moved Spencer Moore to quarterback, which was the plan.
Spencer Moore, a junior, number 5, will look to throw. Throws this one out, and the catch is made. Nice job by GP on the defensive side. They have been really good on the defensive side, off to a 7-0 start, and they got a lot of experience.
Yeah, I mean, Craig Husky, the linebacker, one of the leading tacklers in the state. Elijah Valentine up front on the defensive line. Leonard Pack at linebacker. A lot of playmakers who are very productive.
So third down and 17. Quarterback draw will open up, and can he use the speed? Will not get the first down. But
if you're going to go for the double pass on play number 1, why not go for a 4th and 4 here, 4th and 3, and then where they rule it out, 4th and 3.
Is he going for it? No, he's not. 4th and 3. I thought for a second, I thought, really?
But I mean, I don't hate the way you started that game. Again, you're 1-5. You're playing a team that's undefeated.
Okay, now you're going to act like you like the call.
I don't like the call. I'm not going to act like that.
4th down and 3. They'll look to punt this one away, and a low bounding punt that will take an Austin East bounce. Highlanders pick it up at the 31. And GP will return this one out to the 41-yard line, which is where they'll set up shop. This GP team has been very efficient on both the offensive and the defensive side. And here they come with efficiency in the making with the quarterback, Tyson Sutton.
Yeah, look at the stats. Pretty good up there, over 1,400 yards passing, 12 touchdowns. He's got a score or two on the ground as well. They have a good running game with a 1-2 punch with Rodriguez and Maples. A lot of weapons, very balanced offensively.
So they'll start at the 41, inside handoff off right tackle, and the Roadrunners are there for the stop. Let's set up the offensive side, and once again, a lot of experience for the Highlanders.
Yeah, a lot of experience where for AE it was a lot of underclassmen. Look how many seniors are up there on that line. Now they do start a freshman, a wide receiver, and Levi Frank, but a lot of upperclassmen who have played a lot of football.
A couple of juniors, a couple of junior wide receivers, a couple of juniors on the offensive line. Austin East has to learn to get off the field tonight. You look at their games this year. They gave up 52, 59, 42. They did get a shutout, then they gave up 34 and 47. So outside of the one game against Brainerd, it's been not very good defensively.
2nd down and 7, they'll look to throw. And a nice open field tackle. I thought for just a quick second that the DB was going to break on that, Dwayne Thompson, and get the pick. Just didn't quite make it there, and it's a 3rd and 4 now.
Yeah, Elijah Spence on the catch that time for Gatlinburg-Pittman. He's got those long dreads. I think he got a handful when he got jerked down.
That was a long throw.
It was. So I thought there was ample opportunity, like you pointed out, for the corner to jump that route.
Officially 3rd down and 3 at the 48. Sutton, the quarterback, will fake, and a flag will come in.
Those are the little things.
Yeah, and you're always going to see that on 3rd and anything less than 5.
Dead ball, encroachment. Number 2 on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty, results in a 1st down.
B.J. Hillard, the king of fried pies, who sent over an apple fried pie this evening. The Smoky stat stuffer is Braden Maples of Gatlinburg-Pittman. He has had himself a year.
Look at that yards per carry, 8.9 yards per carry, 703 yards on the ground, 16 total touchdowns. And, of course, it's presented by Knoxville Smokies. Check out their group outings, all-inclusive picnic areas. Perfect for any occasion. That phone number's on the screen.
1st down and 10 now at the 47. Looking to throw. Nice coverage by the Roadrunners. And he'll throw this one out. Nice job by Sutton to look up and see that negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Yeah, there was only 2 guys out in routes on that, and they were both covered. And that was a good job just kind of throwing it in the area but getting it out of bounds, not taking a chance to turn it over.
I think Austin East at some point has got to bring pressure because not getting home there, not even getting close.
Yeah.
Sutton had – I mean, he could have fried an apple pie back there in the backfield. I mean, he had all day.
They give that Austin East secondary a lot of credit. There was nowhere to throw the football. Tried to get it to Nathan Allen, but Allen was just not open. Sutton, the junior quarterback, will look to throw again, and this catch is made. Nice closing speed, and they'll pick up 7 yards and another 3rd and 3. John Keohan on the catch.
Yeah, actually had pressure coming from the backside that time. Sutton did a good job of getting the ball out.
I thought DeAndre Hundley got held there, too, so he easily could have been called against GP as he had an inside move off the tackle, and I think there was a handful of jersey preventing him getting the quarterback.
I agree with you.
3rd down and 4 officially. Not many games on this fall break. But we've got GP and Austin East for you tonight. Austin East bringing the pressure. Sutton rolls right. Nice blocking, and will overthrow his receiver, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 4. Once again, nice coverage.
I think this is 4-down territory here for your GP. I mean, I don't know why you would punt this ball away.
I mean, you're not kicking a field goal, that's for sure. So, yeah, I mean, just keep the offense on the field. Quarterback run could always be an option here.
At minimum, see if you can draw them to jump off sides again.
Yeah, it happened on 3rd and 3 earlier in the drive, so go hard count and go to your best play.
I mean, I just think you got to continue to give the Roadrunners a lot of credit for what they've been doing on the back end. 3 receivers top of your screen.
Slot receiver's uncovered.
Yes, he is.
Sutton looking to throw, gets all kinds of pressure, a little middle screen, and they incomplete.
Yeah, it was open.
And they'll turn over on downs. We will take a break. There is no score. 7.5 minutes to go first quarter on Rivalry Thursday.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, Aqua Clear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? Aqua Clear can fix that.
They did laundry again?
Aqua Clear can fix that.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by OEB Law, Ted Russell Ford, Carson Newman University, Knoxville Smiles, Commercial Bank, and Exterior Home Solutions. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. A big stop by Austin East.
Yeah, Austin East gets the football back. Remember, first play of the football game, tried the double pass. It was for a loss of 12, and then they were kind of playing catch-up the rest of the way. Let's see what they can get here on even footing, 1st and 10 from the 40.
I'd just run the double pass again. I'd run it again until it works.
Okay. 3 receivers top of your screen. They'll run a quarterback. Draw a nice job by the Highlanders to get in the backfield and make the tackle.
Jackson Younger that time coming up and basically untouched. OEB Rivalry playoffs, fueled by Food City, coming up in the month of November. Who will be that first-round game right now? There's some intriguing possibilities.
Every Friday night, your exclusive home for live playoff action on TV. And it'll be interesting to see what happens, not only that, but second and third round with the new playoff format. Really don't know what to expect. 2nd down and 12, high snap. Nobody is open. And a nice pass on the sideline. They'll say incomplete.
I know that's an incomplete pass, but a great job by the quarterback, keeping his eyes down the field, waiting for something to transpire, and the receiver made a nice play on it, just out of bounds. It was actually the running back catching that football out of the backfield.
Oh, watch the view of Tyler Nelson vision. Running camera down there. Got run over, and there's Sean Cooch to help him up. Dustin Hilbelink standing next to him doing absolutely nothing. 3rd down and 12 up. He can run if he wants. Can he turn on the jets? Gets to the sideline, and does he get the first down? Yes, he does.
And that's something GP has they have to account for is his ability when he drops back. If they lose backside contain, he could easily pick up 7, 8, 9, and in this case, 10 or 11 yards to pick up a first down.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, they haven't looked deep down the field. It's been a lot of short, intermediate stuff here in the early going, but that quarterback run game got to be accounted for.
Looking to throw, can run again if he wants, get some pressure, sidesteps, and will pick up nice yardage, close to first down yardage.
Listen, I like Spencer Moore. I like his game. He also has to be careful because he's taking some shots this early in this football game. They need him to stay in there. They don't want to have to turn to the true freshman, Landon Lightfoot, if they don't have to.
And again, when Jackson is playing quarterback, their starter, he's playing running back, wide receiver, tight end. He's doing everything.
The quick pass to the far side. Nice open field tackle.
I like that, too. Listen, that's an extension of the running game in a lot of ways. Picks up 4 or 5 yards. Now you play in second and manageable.
Second down and 6. Austin East trying to shock the world with this one tonight at 1-5 against a 7-0 team, number 2 in the state. Quick pass to the near side, following blockers, and another first down for the Roadrunners.
He dropped the ball, and it bounced right back up to him.
That's Sam Cochran on the reception of the screen. Good blocking on the perimeter as well from the inside slot and the outside receiver. And to your point, very fortunate to get this ball to pop right back into the
this right here. Gets pulled out. He falls right back on it. This first half's going just like Austin East wanted to. Halfway through, AE's driving.
All kinds of time, can run now. And will throw this one for the end zone. Should not have thrown that football, but he'll get away with it.
And that's where inexperience at the quarterback position comes in. You're right. Should have just held on to that football, threw it behind. Fortunate the wide receiver, or fortunate defensive back Nathan Allen couldn't haul that one in, because a promising drive could have ended there at the 1 yard line.
Could have, but did not. But I like how he keeps his eyes up.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Oh, nice pass across the middle. This does not look like a 1-5 football team right now.
No. Playing with, option 2 or 3 at quarterback? You know what I mean?
Coming up on 3rd and 4, and Austin East has not attempted a field goal this year, at least from the stats that I have received. So I think this is very much 4-down territory.
Austin East has also not attempted a run in this football game.
3rd down and 4. And obviously what is 4-down territory, and they'll take a timeout to talk about it.
They ran it with the quarterback.
Or is there a flag?
That's right. But it wasn't designed. It was him just making a play.
Is there a flag first?
Was it delay of game?
Encroachment. Number 5 on the defense.
First down.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Results of first down.
Andrew Goins, the guilty party, senior outside linebacker. That's what you not want to do. Again, a great drive here from Austin East, moving the football down the field. If you're Gatlinburg-Pittman, can't help them. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Well, you got to come away with points here. Can run again if he wants. A flag comes in on the backside. So this will be a hold and going to move him back.
Holding. Number 50 on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
Yeah, watch the hold right there. Left of your screen is the hold. Good call.
Yeah, great call. Get your hand up there around the neck area. Easy call there. And where they had a penalty that awarded them a first down, now you're backing it up, and it's 1st and 20.
First down and 20, which once again would be 4-down territory. Pass across the middle behind the receiver. So 2nd down and 20. At the 23, you're looking at a 40-yard field goal here, and I don't think that they have that.
No, they don't. Not many high schoolers have that as well.
They don't. They don't.
Well, again, when you're playing with, your backup quarterback and so many other things, that when you got a little bit of mojo and you get that untimely holding penalty, it just derailed this drive. Man, maybe they can make something happen. They've called a timeout here. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Timeout taken on the field.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
A beautiful night for football as Rivalry Thursday, as always, brought to you by Covenant Health. Go to the website, covenanthealth.com, for all of the services offered for our community. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane, Austin Price up here in the press box. Gorgeous night for football. Austin East has done what they need to do, but they got to cash in here.
They do, and that penalty really hurt them, right?
Yeah.
That holding penalty sent it back to 1st and 20, incomplete pass, now 2nd and 20, and they felt like they had a lot of momentum. It's kind of slipped away here. Let's see what happens on this play.
Quarterback draw has worked for them, but they'll look to throw. Going to take a shot to the end zone.
That's a penalty. He held him.
Yeah.
Just overthrows the receiver.
And I thought he had a little bit of jersey there as well.
The tight coverage by Jackson Severisi. And these two guys next to me say the coverage was too good.
We didn't really. If that was it, then that's not pass interference. I think there was some more.
I still like the quarterback draw on a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw, can step up and throws it over the receiver. Now that receiver got held up again, and now it's 4th down.
We talk about collision and knocking a receiver off the route.
And that might have been the Joe Newman collision of the game just now.
Can't do that down the field now. He might have been within 5. He wasn't within 5 yards. Look at this. Great job by the quarterback, keeping eyes downfield. Boom. No chance.
Joe Newman collision of the game.
And since you didn't get anything from 1st and 20, it feels impossible here with 4th and 20.
Well, so you have to throw it past the sticks. Throw it to the end zone. Basically.
Bottom of your screen, you've got your tall receiver. They'll look to throw, and they'll just get what they can. A little swing pass, and they'll turn it over on downs at the 17. A lot of whistles blowing. Let's check the flag on the far side of the field at the 17.
Holding on Gatlinburg-Pittman, it sounds like. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
See what the call is. GP's backing up. Their defense is still on the field. AE's offense appears to still be on the field.
Tyler Williams does not look very happy.
Those three things combined make me think it's against the Highlanders.
All that said, no, hold on AE.
Holding on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
All right, so you cut that in half. Still 4th down.
Now you're back to the original line of scrimmage.
And you get another chance.
Okay, so the 10 yards, do you now try a field goal? I mean, this is shorter than a Matlock kick for tires. This is a
Spencer Moore, who's the quarterback, is the kicker, and he's not attempted a field goal in the year.
Okay.
So, I mean,
it's a 30-yard field goal.
You know, maybe now's the time. It doesn't look like they're going to do that.
Now his ability to run, as Mark has been calling for the last couple of plays, does become a real thing. 3
receivers near side. They'll throw for the tall receiver, and the ball is knocked away, and they will turn it over on downs.
It's a fantastic play that time.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Back to action here. GP called run on this first down to Braden Maples, as we highlighted him as the smoky stat stuffer one drive ago, over 700 yards rushing on the year, after the Roadrunners were stopped by Jackson Savarese on a nice defensive play on 4th down and 10.
Hey, and by the way, don't mention drives very often that don't end up in anything.
That was a long one.
But it was an 8-play, 63-yard drive, and it was a nice job by the Roadrunners. Now here come the Highlanders.
I think the biggest thing is taking clock, shortening this game.
Well, the longer you hang around, the longer you think you can win this game.
Yeah. Gatlinburg-Pittman's got such a great 1-2 punch in the backfield between Braden Maples and Cecilio Rodriguez.
First down at the 25-yard line.
Been Maples twice on this drive already.
Roadrunners pinning their ears back and coming after the runner. And a quick gain of 3, maybe 4 yards for Braden Maples. Nice tackle there by Jarvis Henderson.
They continue to work Maples on the ground. You feel like they're trying to set something up through the air here early in the drive.
Ooh.
That's a good hit.
Big shot. I mean, outside of the receiver getting thrown off this time, that's the leader in the Joe Newbern collision of the game.
I was going to say, that was all right, but it wasn't anything compared to the non-pass interference call.
I better stop. 2nd down and 6. Inside handoff to Maples again off right tackle, trying to use the speed. He will get the first down and a little bit more out past the 45, and a very nice run to the 46 of 17 yards.
So what have we learned on this second drive for GP?
Run the football.
Run the football. No more pass happy.
Yeah.
It is. Let's hand it off and play a little smash mouth. Let's play a little Benny Hammonds. Get north south.
And by the way, we need to get down to Emily Ray Cochran for a story on one Benny Hammonds, by the way, after this play. Inside handoff off left tackle, and let's get to Emily Ray Cochran down on the sideline. Emily Ray, Benny Hammonds, coached here for a long time.
Guys,
he's still part of the program.
You can't talk about GP coaching if you can't talk about Benny Hammonds. He was the head coach at GP for 45 years, from 1972 to 2016. Current head coach Tyler Williams never coached with Hammond, but the two are extremely close. Hammond texts him good luck before every single game, and he hasn't missed a Highlander home game in years. When Williams took over, some parents asked, will you be here for 45 years too? He said, I don't know if I can coach into my 90s, and guys, I don't think I can blame him.
One of the great stories of Benny Hammonds is when they had the fires up there in Gatlinburg, and Benny stood out there with a water hose trying to save his house.
You know who went and got him, right?
You?
No. Walt Barber went and got him. Who's been the SRO or been the police officer there with Gatlinburg-Pittman for 10 years. Former player of Benny Hammond. He's here tonight as well.
You're getting old when a bunch of those guys like Walter Barber and a few others are talking about high school heroes and all the stories I did on them back 15 years ago.
Well, look at this run. Boy, nice, tough run around left end. And they'll get the first down, and then a little bit more by Cecilio Rodriguez.
Again, 1-2 punch.
And they are a nice yin to the yang, a thunder and lightning, so to speak.
No drop-off. Talking about getting old. I went to college with Walt. Walt has a 9-year-old, he told me before the game. 9 years old. I was like, I got a 6-month-old. I'm barely surviving.
Talk about old. Austin East will give him 5 yards. Talk about old. He wasn't alive when I started television here.
Yeah. I told you about the first time I saw you on
Good
television.
ball. Encroachment on the defense, number 31. That's a 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Way back in the day on the dime. You were the sports reporter on WBR way back in the day, and that's how I knew you, and that's how I introduced myself to you at Carson Newman all those years ago. Yeah, that was.
You should just stay off college campuses. Every time you show up, you get a new tag along.
Oh,
what a play! What a play defensively, and that's what there's our guy. We talked about him, DeAndre Hundley, getting in there, making a play, and pushing them back.
And that'll take us to the end of one quarter. And by the way, that is the man who's walking around in a daze is Hundley, as the game is still scoreless.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, And the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Thank you so much for visiting us today. I really appreciate your... What in the world?
Hey! Whoa! Save it for Rivalry Thursday, guys!
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training. We know in 2024, convenience is king, so we have locations not just in Hardin Valley, but now one in Maryville, in Farragut, and in Morristown, with more soon to come. So keep an eye out. We want to bring D1 Sports Training to everyone in East Tennessee.
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Handoff off right now. Look at here. Touchdown. The second quarter brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols. Tennessee at home on Saturday against Arkansas. Emily, go for it.
Coach Spencer Moore has been a little bit of a problem for you guys so far. How do you contain him a little bit more in the second quarter?
Yeah, he's a good football player. We got to stay in our rush lanes, but our defense is solid, have been all season, and we'll count on them to stand tall.
You got 13 seniors on this team. What do you need to see a little bit more out of them in the second quarter?
Just got to execute better. I mean, sometimes it just boils down to that. Came out a little sloppy, but we've done that before some this season, and usually play a good second half.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Take a look at the first quarter OEB Law stats. Turn your rec into a check.
That's 49 rushing yards from GP. I bet 46 of them will come on this drive. They've ran the football really well.
That first drive, they were out there trying to be Eric Coryell, and it just didn't work. You guys know who that was, right?
I don't.
Just checking. Second down and 12, Don Coryell. You guys looked at me like you've seen a ghost or something.
He coached
the Chargers, Dan Fouts. And here they go, throwing it out to the near side. And the tackle on the sideline. Well, that was close. Tell you what, CB45 is the king of the Nat sound on the sideline. You can hear the Nat sound just popping.
Well, he's back in play. We had to keep him away from Acevedo last week, and now this week he's back in play.
No restrictions.
And with that said, CB45 says coming your way at halftime.
Yeah, he wasn't out of bounds. Good job by Austin. He's pointing to the whistle.
Incredibly popular segment. Hard-hitting coverage. Third down and 8 at the 22. Is this four-down territory?
Yeah. Slots uncovered at the top, wide open.
And a timeout is taken by GP, I believe.
Timeout. Gatlinburg, it's their first charge timeout of the half.
Time now for the Exterior Home Solutions Dance Cheers Spotlight. It is Shamika Bailey, a senior. And actually, that is coming up at halftime. That's the wrong segment. This spotlight shines on all of the dance team at Austin East, brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. Shamika Bailey is the senior that plays trumpet. Loves to dance, loves to be at Comic-Con, but that is coming up later.
2 mentions in the broadcast. How about that?
Shamika's going to be popular in school when they get back in Monday.
You mentioned it's this 4-down territory, and I think it is. Cecilio Rodriguez, the running back, is also the field goal kicker. He's perfect on the year, but only from 28. And so I think if you get half of this here, maybe you just keep the offense on the field. A lot of professionalism going on up here in the booth.
This happens every once in a while. 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Looking to throw. Has time. Throws this one to the end zone. And incomplete, under pressure. I said has time, but it went away.
Yeah, I thought the ball might have gotten tipped. Elijah Spence tried to readjust for that football and was on the ground when it came down, just not able to bring it in.
So here we are, a 4th down and 8. It'd be a 39-yard field goal from here.
Yeah, and Rodriguez is long as 28 on the year. They got to get the shotgun snaps.
Yeah, it's throwing off the timing of the play.
I mean, it was a long looping snap there, and that's a couple times.
I love it when you say as long as 28. You can't get much shorter than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that's why they're not kicking the field goal here.
I'm just saying as long as an extra point. 4th down and 8. Looking to throw. Austin East brings the pressure. Overthrows the receiver. And there comes a flag on the backside.
Really? I didn't see any contact. Not much.
I'm fascinated to see it.
Maybe it was away from the intended receiver.
Yeah, it was not where the ball was thrown.
Yeah.
That one was way away from the play.
I would tell you, I would call. I'm with Stanton. I think good officiating here is getting together and realizing that was that ball was not thrown near that kid.
Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
And it's a play that's away from the intended target. And Dan Stevens saying, "You kidding me? On 4th down, you're going to make that call?"
See, that's tough. I mean, once again, when I do basketball, a call is a call no matter when it is. I understand what he's saying, but
a lot of times the head of officials in a lot of these associations say what?
And here's the deal. Barry Mathis and I talked after the state basketball referees meeting a couple of weeks ago, and I like to visit with these experienced referees and just gain knowledge. And what Barry said, and this is not in connection with that play, this is just overall advice from someone who knows what they're doing, says, when in doubt, don't throw the flag. When in doubt, don't blow the whistle. When in doubt, don't
let them
decide the play. Let them decide.
There you go. And that's what most head officials say the same stuff, right?
And that was the advice. Now, they're talking about it. Stanton wants to know, and BJ's like, I don't know if BJ saw it or not. But
BJ has to back up his opinion.
He has to. You're a family out there. You can't just say, well, it's his call.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
He said he saw it. That's what he called. Sorry, Coach.
Hey, if you've got a student preparing for the ACT, make sure you check in with Coach Cram Course as they have got another test coming up very soon. Science section is now optional. Eric Kane would have been excited about that. December is the final opportunity for UT online in-person courses. Koontz Cram Course is the place to go if you want to maximize those scholarship dollars.
Could certainly use that back in the day. I know Emily Ray's got a nice hit coming up later in the broadcast on some really smart football players in this game. I was certainly not one of those.
1st down and 10. Oh, nice job by Austin. Oh, the football comes loose.
GP's back on it.
And the Highlanders come up with this one. Let's head down to the sideline, Emily Ray, and I guess we're talking about ACT.
Yeah, guys. I mean, we talked about Craig Husky earlier in the show, and we said, yeah, he racked up 132 tackles, 2nd most in the entire state last year. And he's a 3-sport athlete as well, and he's just as sharp off the field. That's where the ACT comes in. Craig scored a 33 out of 36 on the ACT. And not just that, the average AC score for all of these 4 GP captains, 30. This group, especially Husky, brings all the leadership, and I definitely didn't score that when I was in high school.
I mean, that is so impressive.
Ninth play of the drive. Looking to throw. Receiver breaks wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Breaking free was Jackson Savarese.
So he has the fourth down stop on defense. He gets rewarded with the touchdown on the subsequent drive in the second quarter.
That's a great job by Sutton, just rolling to the left, keeping the eyes downfield, seeing him break through, and just lobbing it up there. Don't throw in a dart, just let him go to the football. An easy 6, and the Highlanders are on the board.
6-0, extra point to come. This would be his career long. I'm kidding.
Stop.
Tyson, that's a Cecilia Rodriguez extra point, and GP takes a 7-0 lead. Receiver breaks wide open, and somebody has opened the scoring. It's GP.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Mandy asks, what stands out to you about Tennessee when you compare it to the other places you lived? Great question, Mandy. Right off the bat, I can tell you those other places don't have a food city. In-house butchers, local produce, it's enough to make you evolve for life. This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee Homes so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy. Thanks. You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me. Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Hey, barbecue lovers. Looking to score a smoking good deal for game day? Well, at Buddy's Barbecue, you can score big with a Feed 10 family pack. Get your choice of meat, 3 sides, and all the fixins'. It's a feast for 10 starting at $71.99. Plus, add smoky wings or loaded nachos for a flavored touchdown. Nothing brings people together like football and barbecue. So swing by one of our drive-thrus or get it delivered and take your tailgate or watch party to the end zone. Only at Buddy's Barbecue. A smoking good deal.
He has time, gonna take a shot, and it'll be picked off. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Food City, Matlock Tire, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, D1 Training Facilities, and Better Mattress. New score here, 7-0. Gatlinburg-Pittman with the touchdown.
Yeah, I was wondering, is somebody going to score in this football game? I mean, a couple of drives where they came up empty, some costly penalties. Obviously, one on that drive that kept GP in the hunt there to score a touchdown, and they took advantage. 9 plays, 86 yards, 5:43 off the clock for Gatlinburg-Pittman. 18-yard touchdown pass and catch for the Highlanders.
A short, very returnable kick. He'll find a crease down the left sideline, a nice field position out to about the 45. Hey, if you have one of those tailgating parties, be it Saturday, Colossal Productions, there's a tailgating party right there with one of their screens. Spectacular. And whether it's a wedding, whether it's a party, a tailgating experience, give them a call at Colossal Productions.
Scan the QR code on your screen right now or give them a call at 865-236-1850.
They're a sponsor of Austin's Wednesday appearance.
My Wednesday appearance on Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal. A flag will bring this back, a debilitating flag for AE. And so instead of having the ball around midfield, they'll start at the 30.
You know you're big whenever your appearances get sponsored. I've been doing appearances for a while. Yeah. None of mine are sponsored. We'll say you've been doing it for 40 years.
We'll work on that. Somebody out there, sponsor Eric Kane just for whatever, make him feel better about himself. First down. And a loss of a yard on first down.
I know Chad Brown. I think CB45 Sports Show would be glad to sponsor you. The aerial coverage for tonight's game brought to you by the Gatlinburg Sky Park. The mountains are calling. That sunrise breakfast coming up here in the month of October.
It's happening. It's happening right now. Tomorrow morning, you guys ought to run over there for the sunrise breakfast at Gatlinburg Sky Park.
We're going to be over there tomorrow night. Eric and I will be there for the Grace Sevier County game.
Are y'all both going to be there?
We're both going to be there.
I won't be there.
Oh, you're not?
I'll be watching and supporting on television.
Thank you so much.
Justin's going to let me call plays. It won't be a double pass on the first play. So after no gain on first down, we got a penalty, likely against the Roadrunners here.
Yeah, and they had a penalty on the return that had to back them up 10 yards.
Ball start, number 15 on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
6th penalty already for the Roadrunners for 46 yards. Not quite to the level of what it was for Heritage and William Blount last week.
So a second down and long, and not exactly what Austin East is made for. Roadrunners looking to throw. Oh, look out there.
Missed a block, and there is Savarese again coming up and delivering a big tackle for basically no gain.
You know, you kind of feel right now Austin East had that nice 8-play, 63-yard drive. Like they're a little bit in crunch time. They're down by one possession.
Well, you played the first quarter exactly how you needed to.
Yep.
Taking clock down. You know, you should have punched in on some of those drives, but
and you got the stop, but then the flag was thrown.
And to your point, they scored, and now it's kind of like you're backed up, and you don't want to just hand the football back on a short field.
Well, it now feels like GP's like, okay, enough playing.
Yeah.
Third down and 17. 3 receivers near side, so they'll throw to the far side and overthrow the receiver who's looking up, throwing his hands up, asking for a flag, and he won't get it.
There was a little contact there.
There was contact, but the ball was thrown 13 yards past him. Exactly. So, I mean, again, that's a good no call, like I would have said the one in the previous, you know.
And I don't think there was enough contact to throw it anyway.
Correct. By the letter of the law, could you have said yes? Sure, but the ball was not thrown in a way that was not going to affect the play.
Second punt of the night for Austin East.
First time that he kind of a low line drive that bounded. This was a little more hang time.
Get this one away. A high hanging punt. Corralled at the 49.
Coverage.
Yeah, Spence almost had that ball ripped out of there. You're able to hold on. And GP will scrimmage from about the 40, up the 50-yard line.
And again, this is not what you wanted as
our official apparel provider here, Bacon & Company. Go see Jed or Jack Dance at Bacon & Company, established in 1925. 100 years of great service. Need backpacks, shirts, pullovers, a little bit of anything. Get it at Bacon & Company.
Once again, incredible job done by you. So proud of you down there, Austin, on the promo read. 8:14 to go in the first half. 7-0 Highlanders at the 44 of Austin East. Oh, nice go. Football
and
comes
AE
loose.
looked like they got it.
That was a scary tackle, by the way.
Nope, they got it back. GP wrestled it away. Heck of a play by 56, Jackson Younger. I mean, that ball was in the midst of the Roadrunners. And watch this. Watch Jackson Younger just jump in there.
Ah, that was scary right there.
Look at that. Boom. Younger gets in there and just says, nope, mine. Back to the GP.
And that's twice GP has put the football on the ground. AE just couldn't quite pounce on it. And when you're the underdog, you got to take advantage of those opportunities. 0 for 2 so far.
That right there is the leader in the clubhouse for the Jonah River collision of the night. Yeah. Mark it down, Trump.
Second down and 8. Looking for a middle screen. Oh. And Roadrunners will sniff this one out.
Yeah, Elijah Spence on the catch, tackled by 55, Jamon Cody.
And see, it's a third down and 6, and here's a key spot right here for AE. Is it, you know, the underdog is just hanging on. Just hanging on right now, trying to stay in this football game.
Yeah, can you make another stop? That was a really good play by that defensive tackle, Jamon Cody, seeing everything go away, but seeing this running back just kind of hanging out right here. If you're just kind of hanging out right here, it's probably waiting on something.
If he snaps this right here, they're going to get too many men on the field.
Got him off. And on 3rd and 6, Roadrunners trying to get there, and the catch is made short of the first down.
It'll be 4th and 2.
Nice tackle. Fantastic tackle by Julius Young, just a freshman, number 12.
Yeah, you say freshman, and that's what Stanton talks about. He talks about the youth. They got a lot of young players. Now, the question is, can you keep those young players here in the state of high school football and athletics overall that we're in?
Closing speed right there on display for Austin East. You've seen that a couple of times from those guys in the secondary. Big play here. Actually, 4th and 4. Got to hold your water because they're going to go hard count like they did earlier.
Yeah, they got him.
Yep. And that's just
it's too easy.
I just don't get the whole acting like he knows he's not coming. So I mean,
dead ball, encroachment on the defense, number 6. That's a 5-yard penalty. Is going to result in a first down.
Twice tonight already.
Man, you called it. You said it.
Well, because it's happened already. It was 3rd and 3 the other time. Now it's 4th and 4.
I mean, he knows he's not coming. The whole barking and act like you're coming, like just stay home. You've played really good defense this whole first half. I mean, they've been fantastic.
It's a tale as old as time. You know that's coming on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 32. Inside handoff around right in.
Good
nice
blocking.
yardage down inside the 25. We'll call it the 23 for Rodriguez.
And the right side of the offensive line just washed it down. Look at that, just washed it down on that outside run. Plenty of room for Rodriguez near first down.
Washed it down like pouring some peanuts into a Dr. Pepper.
What?
I guess they don't do that in Texas, Packer.
They do other things. 2nd down and 1.
Okay.
Time to play fake and take a shot. And with that, they'll hand off.
That's a good
and
play.
You're not going to get a first down.
It's a real good job by the AE defense.
See?
And here we are on 3rd down again.
Mark Packer, the offensive coordinator, consistently coming up with L's.
It's a 3rd down and 2. They lost a yard.
Jules Houston, great job of not losing contain on the run right there, coming off the edge, holding on.
Tomorrow night on OEB Rivalry Friday, brought to you by Carson Newman, Grace, and Sevier County. Anxious to see how that one turns out. 3rd down and 2 off left tackle. This one breaks wide open. He'll get a block. Oh, good grief. Did you see the block?
Yeah.
A flag comes in. I think they're going to call a blindside block.
It was not a blindside block. I'm curious
I mean,
to know what this flag is.
It was a spectacular decleating block. But I want to see what the call is.
He never left his feet. He went low, but he never left his feet. So let's see what they say here. Maybe that's not even.
It was a crackback block.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see a replay.
It was an incredible block. Now, whether they called it legal or not,
He did not
know.
lunge. He did not leave his feet. It was Elijah Spence on the block.
With 4:36 to go first half, this is a pivotal flag for both teams.
Sure it is.
Block below the waist on the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's still 3rd down.
Yeah, again, back when I played, you could do that. So maybe I just forgot. This was below the waist. You'll see it right here.
Yep, that's a good call. If that's the call, that is a good call.
Yep, I'll play ignorant there. I forgot that was a rule. So, yeah.
So now it's 3rd down and 8.
4.5 to go now. You're at the 30. So they'll fake the handoff. Looking to throw. Going to throw this one to the end zone and does not make the catch. And we'll bring up a 4th down and 7.5.
That was a good ball from Sutton. A really, really good pass. One of those tough balls to reel in, but had every opportunity there. Oh. Got to make that catch.
We'll go for it on 4th and 7.
Well, they're going for it on every 4th down because nobody's kicking. It'd be a 47-yarder from here. This is not college.
And his career long is only 28.
Back to that dilemma.
Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
It's fact. I don't know why I get a big deal about it.
Fourth down and 8. Roadrunners bringing pressure. They'll take a shot. Receivers there. Touchdown.
Just ran right by him.
Savarese breaks wide open for the 30-yard touchdown on 4th down and 8.
Second touchdown of the game for Jackson Savarese, and both of the balls have had great placement. He's gotten behind the defenders. Look at this throw here from Sutton. Man.
I mean, even I can make that throw.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah.
It would have been a little underthrown from 30 yards, but it would have eventually gotten there.
If you had thrown it, you wouldn't be playing golf on Tuesday.
I'm looking forward to it.
Rotator cuff injury.
Extra point is up. It is good. Let's take a quick break and a message from our friends at OEB Law.
You've got generational families here. So when you have things like that and you have that rich tradition that dates before Austin East High School, when it was Austin High School. So you've got a lot of history here, and community is everything. I think this is one of the best communities in Tennessee, period, with the level of support that we receive from our community, the love we receive from our community. Like I said, it's family. The result of 4 years of trying to build a good young man. You know, what is that result, and how does that look? And I don't know if you can measure that in wins and losses. Welcome to Austin East, Sam Anderson Field, Dusty Lennon Stadium, home of the Roadrunners.
OEB Law is proud to present a $1,000 donation to Austin East for their results on and off the field. If you need legal representation that offers results, dial 865-546-1111.
Each week to the home team, and our thanks to Tim Elrod and the good friends at OEB Law. By the way, giving us these billboards all over East Tennessee, and our thanks to them for their continued support. Tomorrow night, OEB Rivalry Friday, and then OEB Rivalry Playoffs coming up. Well, here's a candidate for our FCA's next mile. That is Owen Lentz of Webb High School, 3.77 GPA. Basketball camp worker for 4 years, FCA leader, does a whole lot of things, and he is a candidate now for one of the two $15,000 scholarships provided by Pilots Miles of Good, or two $5,000 scholarships brought to you by Pilots Miles of Good. By the way, that was the photo of the Midway kid. We'll fix the graphic and show you the picture correctly in a little bit. 7 plays of 44 yards.
And now you set up Austin East with good field position near the 50.
Let's head down to Emily Ray Cochran of WBIR down on the sideline.
Hey guys, yeah, we talked about Stanton Stevens so much already. His first stint was 26 years ago, and now he's back in his second year and his second stint. And you know what? He said the main reason he wanted to come back was obviously to be back home, but to also just make and continue to make so many connections with this Austin East community. You talk about how many kids, 15 to 20, that he's either coached their parents, uncle, he's either taught their mom in world geography. You know, he just knows so many people, specifically DK Town's mom. He coached Joel's Houston's dad, and quarterback Nymeer Jackson's uncle played on that 2001 championship team. So that was the main reason why he wanted to come back, and it's just definitely prevalent that he loves to be here.
100%. I thought the reason he came back was to be closer to Austin, as Dickius Towns on the catch right there. He was in the broadcast booth. We started this thing. It was Stanton and Austin and myself years ago.
Stanton will do anything for me, including getting into the car with my nephew, who he didn't know. Oh, almost won a catch.
Yeah.
And that was a good throw. Should have been caught.
By the way, the receiver broke completely free in the middle of the field. There was no safety there, so if I'm one of the AE coaches, I am noticing from the box that I had several receivers break free.
I'll tell you who Stanton Stevens is. My sister-in-law had a family emergency about 12 years ago when my nephew was about 1. And Stanton was just happened to be across the street at the Walmart. And Parker got into the car with Stanton, They didn't know Parker. He didn't know them, but they took care of him while my sister-in-law handled business.
3rd down and 3, a gain of 5, and a first down for the Roadrunners.
Feels like you need to get some type of points here if you're Austin East. Again, you played pretty well, all things considered, in this football game. You've a couple penalties. You've hurt yourself defensively, but you moved the football well. But down 14-0, you need to score.
Spencer Moore on the first down, and now he'll look to throw. Receiver out of the backfield, makes a move to the inside.
There you go.
And will pick up nice yardage, about 7 yards.
Travis Claiborne on the reception, a little swing pass. Little bubble screen. Made a man miss, and up near first down marker. 2nd and 3.
3 receivers near side. He'll look that way. Throws across the middle and almost intercepted.
Man, he had some zip on that ball.
Should have been caught. Lucky to not be picked, and lucky to play another down.
Yeah, should have been caught, absolutely. Little high velo on this ball, but zipped right in there. Got to make that catch.
So a 3rd down and 3 with 3:04 to go first half. Roadrunners have got to score a touchdown on this drive. Moore looking to throw. Runs out of time. Will be buried at the 37.
Couldn't take a sack right there. Because you set up.
There's our guy, Craig Husky, number 88.
Yeah, you set up 4th and short. Now you're backing it up to about 4th and 7.
Husky just saw a chance to go make a play, accelerated, got more to the ground, and then had a chance to celebrate.
Good times. 4th down and 7. Looking to throw, going to take a shot, and this one almost intercepted. Had a receiver wide open in the flats on the near side. Nikias Towns was open, but Moore went deep, and they'll turn it over on downs. Our Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday brought to you by our good friends at OEB Law. $1,000 going to the homeschool each and every Thursday and Friday. .226 to go.
2 timeouts. If Gatlinburg-Pittman can punch it in here and get the football back,
could be game, set, match.
Yeah.
Pop pass. Spence, nice tackle that time. Number 16 for Austin East, Kamari Ladd, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Elijah Spence could very well still be running.
They do a great job of trying to get the football to Elijah Spence in so many different ways. That time on the pop pass, they've handed it off to him, they've thrown it to him.
2nd down and 6. Look on the near side. Oh, nice pass. Breaking free, cutting back inside the 40, down to the 35, inside the 30, down to the 27. Boy, a nice run after the catch by Jackson Savarese.
He is having himself a heck of a first half.
Yeah. This is a double cross moves, and he waits to come all the way across the field, throws down in front of him, and then Savarese does the rest. Great run after the catch, but it was a slow developing play, and it pays off for him.
Savarese, 5 catches, 90 yards.
He went so many
2 touchdowns.
He went so many different directions on that play, Mark. Even you were like, I don't know which way's which.
You know, actually, Didi and I were driving somewhere last night.
Even you,
Mark. The best part is I get a text from Didi that says, I've been quizzing Mark on directions all week, and he keeps getting them wrong.
First down and 10, that's unfair. Off right tackle, down inside the 25. Oh, nice cutback. Oh, look at this run. Down to the 10-yard line, 17 yards.
I like this kid. I mean, he is a load. Braden Maples. You're right. The moves, the feet, a little bit of a stiff arm there.
Inside the 10-yard line.
By the way, she did quiz me on which way we were going. I said west, and she said, well, yeah, because we're heading towards the sunset. I mean, Joe wrote it on the card the other day.
Well, never too old to learn something new, Packer.
First down and 10 at the 11. Inside handoff, breaking free, cutting back inside, running over defenders down to the 1. Not a touchdown, but might be a first down.
And you're right there on the doorstep of a touchdown here. But what they did a great job there for Maples, ran to the run blitz. They brought pressure off that right side, ran into the blitz, found a seam, get down to the goal line there, and set it up nice here for 2nd and goal.
We got a special viewer at home tonight. Isabel Martin watching her first ever Rivalry Thursday broadcast, Mark. It's a big deal.
Yeah. Raising them right.
Clock at 30 seconds to go. Inside handoff, touchdown. Boy, thought for a second the Roadrunners were going to get the stop as they got in the backfield, but then a nice job by Maples to stutter step to the right and get in to the red and blue turf.
Yeah, ever since the second drive of the football game, they've really gave it to Maples a ton after kind of staying in a way that were a little pass happy on that first drive. He's had a really good first half.
Extra point by Rodriguez to make it 21-0 is up and good. A touchdown for the Highlanders. Congratulations to that guy, Craig Husky. You talked about him, a 4.0 GPA, great football player on the offensive and defensive side. Pioneer Heating and Air congratulates Craig Husky for doing it on the field and in the classroom as well. 5 plays, 63 yards in 159. Maples with the touchdown and a 21-0 lead. Almost an onside kick, and the Roadrunners will get the football at the 48. Coming up in the Carson Newman Halftime Report, our Matlock Kick for Tires, our bands, KOC Dog Talk, CB45 says that and much more. Emily Ray Cochran down on the sideline. Hey, who do we have for the Kick for Tires? What are we thinking?
Hey, guys, this is actually a first. We have Kalia here. She's a cheerleader here at Austin East.
Nice.
So our first girl to kick this year. I think she's going to do a great job.
There we go. Good luck.
We going to scoot the football up or leave it there for 35 yards?
We're going to move it up to the 20.
All right.
Make it a 30-yarder.
All right.
Up to the women's tees. Inside handoff, breaking free inside the 45. A nice gain of 8 yards and a timeout.
We had to step in when that ogre Skip McMillan wanted to keep her back on the 25, and we said, no, you're moving up to the 20.
If you're Gatlinburg-Pittman right here, I mean, obviously Austin East is not going to kick any type of field goal. You just cannot give up a touchdown. You can give a lot of stuff up underneath. You can't let them get behind you and give up a touchdown, so I think you're going to see a lot of bend here these last few seconds.
Would the real Owen Lentz please step forward? There he is, Owen Lentz of Webb School, and there are his stats. 3.77 GPA, all-state basketball worker for 4 years, member of Sports Beyond Performance, FCA's Next Mile Scholarship funded and provided by Pilots Miles of Good, and excited that in the playoffs each week we will unveil the winner to $15,000 scholarship winners and to 5,000 winners.
I was going to say his facial expression in that picture is like, really, guys, you messed up my picture? Come on.
Just blame Mark. When in doubt, blame Mark.
It's Mark's fault, yeah.
This is true.
When in doubt, blame G-Pop.
Blame good old G-Pop.
How was soccer this past weekend?
It was good. They threw cones out, and the kids, the 2-year-olds in Memphis, ran around kicking balls around cones. And I wondered why I drove all night overnight to go see this.
Because you're a good G-Pop. That's what.
It was great, but I could have done that in my own front yard, but it was fun.
Eric set you up, and you just walked right into it, and you'll be in trouble at home for saying that.
Looking to throw, rolling out as the clock runs down, and this one across the middle will be a first down at the 26, which will stop the clock, as the clock keeps running.
Again, they're going to come up here and spike it. Clock is rolling again, down 6-5. They got to spike the football here, and they will.
Spike it just to have one, and the clock keeps running. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by the exclusive auto partner of the Rivalry brand, and that is Ted Russell Ford. 2 locations of Ted Russell Ford, 1 of Ted Russell Lincoln. Do what we do, and when you need vehicular devices, go to Ted Russell Ford.
All right, you got a shot right here. 1 play, 1 shot to the end zone. See this last catch right here? Nice throw on the run. And then more importantly, they got up and spiked the football with some time on the clock.
4 receivers near side. I wonder which way they're going. They're looking to the near side. Going to throw this one to the end zone. And intercepted in the end zone, and that will take us to halftime.
Elijah Spence able to haul it in.
He's been all over the field offensively and defensively. There, you had to throw it up, make a play, and certainly Spence went up there and made a play.
Well, so they're getting set up out on the field. There's no Tony Budnick this week, so everybody's kind of on their own making this thing happen.
We're flying blind.
Tony's out on fall break as well.
Who got the tee?
Multiple folks that are out.
Who got the tee? That's just what I'm wondering.
So Emily Ray Cochran down there on the field. Who we got?
Hey guys, yeah, we've got Jalen from Matlock. Now, you just told me 2 weeks ago that CEO Jimmy Matlock just had surgery. How's he doing?
He's feeling a lot better. He just had a triple bypass about 2 weeks ago, so he's still healing and recovering, but keep on praying for him. He's doing a lot better, though. I just talked to him yesterday. He told me, hey, Jalen, feeling great, son. Just for me, just go ahead and go out on television, look good for the camera, and just do the same for us, okay?
I love that. What do you think Kalia is going to do? You think she's going to make this?
I hope so.
I hope so. You hope so, too. You're our first girl kicker of the season. Have you been practicing at all?
I didn't know I was doing it, but no.
All right, let's get to it. I think you got this, all right?
Okay.
Moved her up just a little bit to the 20, so it's a 30-yard kick.
That was good. Okay, that was not that bad. Kalia, good job. I'm giving you a high five. Guys, it's halftime. 21-0 is your score, and the Carson Newman halftime report is next.
Well, her career long was 28.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Knoxville Smiles depend on us to make your smile better. Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
Hey, welcome back. Time now for the Carson Newman halftime show as the halftime score is Gatlinburg-Pittman up on Austin East 21-0. Without further ado, let's head down to the field. The sounds of the Austin East Marching Band.
By the Exterior Home Solutions Band Spotlight tonight shines on Shamika Bailey, a senior class of 26, plays the trumpet, also loves to dance, and is in Comic-Con. That is Shamika Bailey of Austin East.
Hi, I'm Austin Davidson, foot and ankle surgeon at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. A lot of people have issues with their Achilles. It starts getting tight. These tightnesses cause pain such as back of the heel, bottom of the heel, even midfoot and ball of the foot pain. So simple stretches every day, such as pulling your foot up and down, pushing up against the wall to get a little bit of more mobility, will really take some of the stresses off. So whether you are a high-level athlete, a weekend warrior, or someone just sitting on the couch, really doing these stretches will make a difference. If you start having any of these issues, happy to see you at any point that you're having problems with your Achilles.
But tomorrow night, once again, there are not a whole lot of games. The game of the week, it's the 10 tailgate game. It's the OEB Rivalry Friday game. It's the game tomorrow night. That is Grace and Sevier County. 6:30 is the Hearthside Bank pregame show. Kickoff just after 7 o'clock. Looking forward to that one tomorrow. Aaron Harvey and Sophie Starkey will have the broadcast with me tomorrow. Let's check in with one of the stars over there for the defending 5A state champions, and that is one Parker Newman.
I would say growing up, I always had a physical nature. It was very pushed by my dad. My mom was obviously scared to get into it early. But I enjoy hitting and running around, playing with friends and stuff like that. But I'd say the main thing is friendships throughout my life and like a brotherhood, the family connection. That means a lot to me. And I've made a really close family type bond with a lot of guys throughout my career so far, and it's built like a foundation for my life. Guys I can rely on and always call when I need something. So I would say that's the main thing that I appreciate and love about football the most. Offensively, definitely route running. I feel like I've always had pretty solid hands, but just slow feet, kind of stiff hips, stuff like that. Definitely worked on my footwork, route running, hip mobility, things like that. And defensive side of the ball, I've always had good instincts and natural ability, but definitely staying in the weight room, getting stronger, getting bigger, that always helps. And just the small details of my position, just learning little tweaks and ins and outs of my position to see how I can get better for Friday nights and how I can look better on film for college coaches and ultimately help our team win. We've built a high standard here at Sevier County. We want to do the same thing we did last year. But I would say as a team goal is just keeping our mindset focused on week by week, just winning the next game in front of us, winning the next day in front of us, really. Whether it's a Monday practice or a Friday night game, just winning the next day in front of us. And I would say as an individual goal is to do the best I can to help this team. Obviously, I want to play in college and things like that, but whatever I can do, wherever I need to be for this team to win and succeed is where I want to be. The most exciting thing about me playing football is the crowd roar and helmets popping and things like that. I like big hits and just getting the crowd fired up and hearing people scream and things like that when you make big plays, and the yelling and getting your teammates and the sideline fired up is it's the best part about football. Faith goes a long way for me. I follow Jesus. That's a big part of my faith. Trust, he's going to put me in the right spots, and He's going to keep me safe, and you know, he's going to do the things that he needs to do for me. But also faith in your coaches and your teammates and yourself. A lot of people doubt themselves, second guess plays and things like that. I think faith is built in the weight room, around your teammates, and alone when you're watching film. It's building that trust in yourself. But having faith in teammates really allows you to isolate yourself and focus on what you need to do. I have a lot of faith in my teammates, and with that, I'm able to make my own individual plays because I just have to completely isolate myself and focus on what I need to do because I know they're going to make the right play.
Yeah, and the defending 5A state champions still undefeated, riding a 21-game winning streak. They'll play host to Grace tomorrow night. Speaking of 21, that's the halftime score. It's Gatlinburg-Pittman 21, Austin East nothing on a FCA Rivalry Thursday, brought to you by Covenant Health. CB45 says when we come back.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Hammonds, Tennessee, where we've been here located for over 25 years. Our office offers life insurance, homeowner insurance, auto insurance, and other investment products. Please pay us a visit, and we would love to do business with you.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Come see us today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it. Come on. Let's go. Drop.
Hey, bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Trading. We know in 2024, convenience is king, so we have locations not just in Hardin Valley, but now one in Maryville, in Farragut, and in Morristown, with more soon to come. So keep an eye out. We want to bring D1 Sports Trading to everyone in East Tennessee.
Hi, welcome back to the Carson Newman Halftime Show. 21-0 is the halftime score. Gatlinburg-Pittman fans, a lot to smile about with a win tonight. The number 2 team in the state in 3A would improve to 8-0. Still a little football to be played, but looking pretty good so far. By the way, did you hear Alcoa's not 3A anymore? They keep telling us that. Hey, great game last week for Carter. They did it without their best player, Jody Scruggs, who did not pass concussion protocol, so he wasn't able to play. Austin had a chance to sit down with the best player on the team for the Hornets that's now 5-2.
Here at Carter with Jody Scruggs. Jody, you had a really big year last year. I know you're wanting to try to build on that, this fall as we roll along the season. What do you feel like you do well?
I feel like just not only offensively or defensively, but just like I think I'm a team role player. I think I help the team a lot in just like different roles on the field. I can go in a little bit of everywhere and give you a little bit of
something. You know what I'm saying?
So when they put the ball in your hands, what do you feel like you bring?
I feel like I can open up the run game or the pass game because I can run routes.
Yeah.
And then I can also get behind in the backfield and get small. So I feel like I'm a threat. I feel like I can run the ball, I can catch the ball at receiver. I feel like I bring something different. They can't just stack the box. You know what I'm saying? Because we went out to wide receiver and they're gonna have to play me at wide receiver. I think I opened the field up for my teammates a lot, and I think that's good too.
You told me you don't like the downtimes, the dead periods, those type of things, because you just love the game. You eat up with it. Like, why is that?
I don't like not being able to just come and play football. Literally, I don't like not being able to come and be with my teammates. And I know it's just that little period of time, but I like to do it every single day. I'm not playing. Just that's the way my team makes it for all of us. I feel like a lot of us would rather just come to practice every day and have fun with each other than be at home and doing whatever they're doing there.
All right, he's consistent, he's persistent, and he'll keep coming at you each and every Friday night. Jody, good luck the rest of the way, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of persistent, and he'll come at you every Thursday night, is CB45 says it's fall break. Where are you going tomorrow night, by the way?
I'm going up to Kingston. I'm going up to watch Tayshawn Smith up in Scott County tomorrow night.
County, you got it. All right, here we go. All right, CB45 says the region race that is the most interesting is
the 2-4A region. It's going to be Alcoa's the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed, it would be the Gibbs Eagles if they win out. 3 seed will be the Carter Hornets. And the 4th team sneaking in would be South Dole Cherokees.
Wow. Okay, there we go. By the way, this is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. Anderson County's in there somewhere, by the way. Okay, here we go. CB45 says the team that will be the biggest surprise and win at least 2 playoff games will be.
We're watching them tonight. It'll be the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders and head coach Tyler Williams.
Okay, short and sweet right there. CB45 says, here we go. The funniest thing you have ever seen on a sideline while officiating a high school football game is?
You, Mart Packer.
What? What'd I do?
Well, you know what? It's funny. I get to see you every.
That's so great. I thought you were going to tell the story about something where some coach ran up the sideline or something. You told me this story. That's why I asked the question.
Well, I think you're funny.
Okay, all right, here we go. Speaking of funny, here we go. Here's the stinger. That's hilarious. CB45 says the reason more people should go sign up to be high school officials for all sports is what?
The student athletes need it, Mark. We need it every year. But you know what? After football season, I'm passing the whistle to Mark Packer for basketball season.
Yeah, there we go. I can't wait. The Knox County Jamboree, I always look forward to that. And Chad will be running the clock over at Central for his beloved Bobcats. Chad, great hard-hitting coverage again, okay?
All right.
Sounds good. Y'all enjoy Waffle House tonight. Okay, one of our State Farm agents who's been a part of this, we've got Ryan Nichols, we've got Laura Ash. But tonight, the State Farm spotlight shines on Scotty Dykes.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Harriman, Tennessee, where we've been located for over 25 years. I'm a 30-year employee with State Farm, where I've got claim experience and things of that nature. Our office currently offers auto, home, life, and health insurance and banking products. We also offer investment products for retirement planning and things that may help people assist in the time that they need in retirement golden age. One of the things that's very important to us here at our office is community service. We do things every week in our community, from food trucks to going out to different things with the Chamber of Commerce and things of that nature. I'm also a high school football coach and do Little League football coaching as well. We want to be sure we're involved with the youth and community because that's something that's near and dear to my heart, and I want to continue to do that for as long as I'm an agent with State Farm. Our team loves meeting with our customers in person. However, you can reach us obviously by phone, email, or on our social media sites. Our team does a great job of developing our social media from Instagram to X, or formerly Twitter, and of course Facebook. So if you want to know what's going on in our community or what's going on in our office, please follow us online or just give us a call at 865-882-2181. We'd love to do business with you.
by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Brent writes, Coach, know any good dad jokes? Hey, Brent, thanks for asking. Why is grilling so great in Knoxville? Because the Vols always bring the heat. This has been Ask Coach Heupel, brought to you by Food City, the official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee homes so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy. You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me. Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Hey, barbecue lovers. Looking to score a smoking good deal for game day? Well, at Buddy's Barbecue, you can score big with a Feed 10 family pack. Get your choice of meat, 3 sides, and all the fixins'. It's a feast for 10 starting at $71.99. Plus, add smoky wings or loaded nachos for a flavored touchdown. Nothing brings people together like football and barbecue. So swing by one of our drive-thrus or get it delivered and take your tailgate or watch party to the end zone. Only at Buddy's Barbecue. A smoking good deal.
Look to throw, pressure from behind. Oh, football comes loose, and here you go.
Inside handoff to Maples again off right tackle, trying to use the speed. He will get the first down. And
fantastic call by Mark there in the first half. GP, slow start, races in that second quarter, though, as they scored 21 second quarter points to take a 21-0 lead into the half.
Yeah, touchdown number 1 for Jackson Severisi there. Just gets behind the defensive backs, and that was one of 2 touchdowns here in the first half. A lot of Braden Maples as well. Yeah. Running that's actually Cecilio Rodriguez on the ground.
More deep passes. This one again to Savarese, 30 yards. That made it 14-0. Right before the half, though, they find Savarese again. He's able to work his way down inside the 30-yard line. Gatlinburg-Pittman went from there, but handed off to Braden Maples, who shimmies, shakes, and finds his way down inside the 10.
Yeah, this is going to go right inside to about the goal line, gets in, and again, they really focused on him following that first drive, and Emily Ray Cochran's down with the coach's sideline hit.
Yeah, Coach, you guys managed to go up 3 possessions here. What was your message in the team, in the locker room to, continue that momentum?
Well, we just told them, I said, look, hey, but right now, I said, we've kind of got to do what we've done this season. We've been a pretty good second half team, and I just think hopefully that's what we can come out and do here. We'd get the ball. So I think if we come out and go up 4 scores, I think we'll feel good about this.
What has been maybe the most surprising part of Austin East being able to kind of contain you guys a little bit?
It doesn't surprise me. Coach Steve is a good coach. They got good players. Number 0 is a problem down there at defensive end. A couple good quarterbacks, wide receivers running all over the place. It doesn't really surprise me. I'm glad we've got a 3-score lead.
Yeah. What are you hoping to see from your team here in the second half?
Just see some better execution. I think if we execute, clean up some of those little sloppy things that we've done, missed a couple blocks here and there. If we make all our blocks, we'll be okay.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a typical coach right there, up 21-0, and says we got to get rid of all the sloppy stuff. Take a look at the first half stats, brought to you by OEB Law.
Not a ton of yards in the first half between 2 teams. GP holds Austin East under 100, and GP only with little less than 200.
Yeah, no third down conversions as well for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Yeah. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you. Time of possession, the big winner, GP, almost half the first half.
I don't know why that got both of us. Yeah.
I mean, I was going on saying other stuff, and I saw. I mean, yeah, that's a little abnormal here.
More than half.
Third
quarter brought to you by Covenant Health.
Why am I even here?
Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. Phase you out. All of East Tennessee says, let's start the process.
Well, hey, coming up very shortly is the FCA Night of Influence with a good friend, James Mitchell, Mitch, on October the 21st at the Knoxville Expo Center. Still time for you to secure your sponsorship, reserve your table. Always a fun event, the FCA Night of Influence, and it is coming up quickly. So the Highlanders get the football to start the second half.
Booker, Yvonne Booker, and number 28.
By the way, Joe McNish, where are you this weekend doing stats for Joe Tessitore? What game are you
M-I-Z.
Oh, Alabama, Missouri.
He's driving.
Here's the big chore for you, Joe. On your drive, count how many dead deer you see along the interstate going up through Kentucky and Illinois. Seriously, I've never made that drive and not seen just a plethora of dead deer.
That's horrible.
Along the interstate in Kentucky and Illinois. It's wild.
You're talking to a guy who's got a deer feeder outside the house with a ring camera facing it.
Oh, nice snag. I tell you what, Younger has made 2 or 3 plays tonight. Special teams, offense recovering a fumble, defense making some nice plays. The Knoxville Smiles Smile Cam as we see the Austin East cheerleaders.
Brought to you by our friends, Dr. Malone, Dr. Costa, Dr. Walco at Knoxville Smiles.
Proud sponsor of Beyond the Orange.
Who's the focus this week?
This week it is Sam Pendleton, Tennessee's starting center, who grew up on a meat farm over in North Carolina.
First half for Gatlinburg-Pittman. Sutton, the quarterback, 10 of 13, 109 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And will come out throwing.
They're going to
take a shot downfield. Very well
what
covered.
A catch.
What a catch
What
is
a
made.
catch.
Unbelievable catch.
Elijah Spence has been fantastic.
Yep.
He's not a big guy, but, man, he plays big.
And the defensive back was face guarding as well. Unless he did it late, I didn't see him make a play on the ball, and that didn't matter. Spence reeled it in up on the sideline. What a chunk play there to begin the second half.
See if he got lost in the dreads. The defender reaches up. That's just great coverage. Beautiful coverage.
He never turned around to look for the ball, too. I mean, it's a good catch.
First down and 10. Sutton rolls left. Look into the end zone. The catch is made. Cuts back inside, and there could be the Joe Newberg collision of the game. Big hit, but a first down and goal for GP.
That was a really strong throw there by Sutton. Rolling to the left. Quick hits, flips his body, and zings it out there.
Jackson Savarese of Gatlinburg-Pittman, the wide receiver, 5 catches, 90 yards, and a couple of touchdowns, brought to you by the Knoxville Smokies.
Yeah, he's now at 6 catches over 100 yards after that most recent one of 13 yards.
First down and goal at the 6, just over a minute into the second half, and the Highlanders trying to do the knockout punch. Off left tackle, churning towards the end zone, and they'll say touchdown. And that is one Braden Maples who gets in only 1 minute and 26 seconds to hit pay dirt.
Yeah, second touchdown of the ball game. He got in at the end of the first half. He gets in here at the beginning of the second half. Already over 70 yards on the ground for Braden Maples in this football game as there's an injured Roadrunner down on the field.
Man is down. Dallas Young, I believe, is the slow-to-get-up Roadrunner.
Just a powerful kid. Keeps the legs churning, lunging, and he finally finds the red end zone.
Stay down out at the 3-yard line. Maples in the first half, 11 carries, 62 yards and the touchdown. Obviously a 12th carry for him and a second touchdown. Stanton Stevens, longtime coach who was at Austin East and left and went to Laverne.
Went to Oak Ridge.
Went Oak Ridge,
then
yeah.
went to Laverne.
Went to Oak Ridge and then Laverne. By the way, led Oak Ridge to the state championship game.
2005, Spencer Goldmeyer ran all over everybody that year.
Yep. Fell 1 game short of winning the state championship at Oak Ridge, then to Laverne, then to North Carolina in the administrative side, and then back to Austin East now as head coach. Extra point is up. It is good. Let's take us a break very quickly. We got to get it in before there's a nonstop clock. 28-0 GP with the lead.
touchdown. And that
Reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, AquaClear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? AquaClear can fix that.
Faded laundry again?
AquaClear can fix that.
It's got to be these teams.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Covenant Health, Ted Russell Ford, Gray Hodges, Aubrey's, and OEB Law. 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 28-0. After a 3-play, 54-yard drive, Maples his second touchdown of the game. Austin and Eric back into the General's quarters on VolQuest. It's going to be my line. Every time there's an uncomfortable pause, and I look over and you guys are feverishly typing away into the General's quarters on VolQuest.com.
It's not a bad pause. It's called letting the game breathe.
I was going to say, some people say that's a welcome pause.
Yes.
Nice return by the Roadrunners out to the 32-yard line. Now the Vols at home on Saturday, 4:15 against Arkansas. Tennessee about a 12-point favorite. Food City, the official tailgating headquarters of the Vols and high school football all over East Tennessee and Upper East Tennessee and Lower East Tennessee.
Holding. Number 10 on the return team. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to be first down, Austin East.
Penalties have not been the friend of Austin East so far in this game. A couple of costly encroachments defensively on 3rd and 4th downs. 8th penalty of the night. Has negated a couple of nice returns as well. This is not the first penalty on a kickoff return.
Right picked up, looking for the end zone. He will score. Touchdown.
And Elijah Spence, he is giving Savarese
a run for his
money for the MVP. He's going to get a penalty here for the flip into the end zone. The question is does that take it off? Does that take the touchdown away?
Well, it should be for something.
It depends on where the flip started.
I didn't see it. Did he flip going across the plane?
Yeah, and he may have started at the 1.
But they're giving him the touchdown, it looks like. They're calling for the extra point.
Okay. I say if you have a pick six, you let him flip.
The former defensive player, Eric, says no penalties on the defense, no matter what.
No, I mean, I understand why it's a penalty. I'm just saying, let him flip.
In East.
There's the voice of James Earl Jones.
The result of a play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike, number 18 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. We have untimed down.
Here we go. We'll get a good look at this one. Those are right to him. 25 yards in, and yeah, he was inside the end zone there.
Kids can't have fun anymore. What can we say?
Extra point up. It is good. 35-0 is our new score.
In East Tennessee, work isn't just a job, it's who we are. For over a century, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102 has helped to build this region from the ground up with sweat, skill, and pride. Don't gamble on unskilled labor. At Local 102, our members train in a state-of-the-art facility with advanced real-world instruction, ensuring they deliver top-tier work from day one. Good work, good wages, local jobs. Local 102. Building today, fighting for tomorrow.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by D1 Training Facilities, multiple locations. It is the place for the athlete, D1. Hey, our thanks to Charlie Morgan. There he is down there. Cohorts from Gray Hodges, $1,000 going to the visiting school each and every week. I love the idea by Charlie. Says, hey, they're the ones that have to pay to ride the buses, and also $1,000 from Gray Hodges. By the way, I was talking with some coaches about the upcoming playoffs, speaking of road teams, and some coaches talking about the fact of, I've asked the question, this new playoff format and how much more money it's going to cost the schools. Spencer Riley made the comment to me from Jefferson County. He said, when we go over to Middle Tennessee, it costs us about $10,000. By the time you feed the kids a couple times, you charter the buses, you go all the way to Middle Tennessee.
They had to leave early from school. They left at like noon or 1 o'clock.
At the same time as the runner is taken down at the 45, I think conventional wisdom is that the coaches, despite the money issue of this, they like the fact that it's going to change up the playoffs. So it's going to change it up.
Well, how many times have you seen in 5A potentially the best game be the quarterfinals?
It's a third-round game.
The state championship game in a lot of ways could be the 3A game. Yep. Or it could be the third-round game. So, it does give you the opportunity to kick that can down the road for another week and make that the fourth-round game.
It'd be some interesting matchups. Like we've talked about, you look in each of our schools are going to play the Middle Tennessee schools just a little bit sooner. They could create some different matchups.
Yeah, we got a new quarterback in. Landon Lightfoot was in quarterback for Austin East with Spencer Moore in the slot.
Timeout. Austin East.
Before the timeout, and obviously I don't think somebody was set. That's the formation they lined up in for the double pass to begin the football game.
They're going to run it again.
They could have.
Yeah.
Lightfoot was very frustrated. It looked like a guy that was in there for a specific reason, and that reason got taken away.
Well, we invite you to contribute to Wreaths Across America. You can go online to knoxwreaths.org. By the way, the veterans will be there next week for Central and Halls on Thursday, and then Grace and CAK on Friday. Talked with them today at Wreaths Across America. You East Tennessee have come up with about $20,000 a year for Wreaths Across America. And our thanks to all of you for your continued support. Which leads us to the Commercial Bank Salute to Stripes. Austin.
We're going to salute tonight Johnny Rhodes. He's the clock operator. He's in his 9th season officiating. His occupation is a pest control tech. His hobbies are his family and his grandkids. There's nothing better than grandkids because at the end of the night you can send them home.
You have no idea. We have 2 and 2 on the way. A double. Going to go to 4. It's quick math, by the way.
Yeah.
Way to go. 2 on the way.
Well, hopefully they get their what do we call them? What do we call them? Dee? Momdi?
Momdi.
Hopefully they get Momdi's sense of direction and not G-Pops.
She actually told me we should stop talking about how I'm not very smart. And I was like,
okay, she didn't say this. I can read this is Mark. Mark's putting words in Dee Dee's mouth.
Got a lot of collision down here with Severisi. Trying to run a slant. Somebody's got to watch the game. Lightfoot remains in the football game.
And that's the right thing to do, though. You got a freshman quarterback. You're down 35-0. Let him get out there and get some experience.
Yeah. Coming into the football game, he was 7 for 9, 62 yards and an interception. I guess technically he's 8 for 11 now.
It is wild. Last week we had the cows smell in the press box. Tonight, I mean, it is just
almost a great interception, man.
Another kid who's been very active tonight for Gatlinburg-Pittman, Leonard Pack. Yeah.
What were you about to say about smells? You stopped.
Well, because Leonard Pack made a nice play.
Okay.
Tonight, I mean,
back to the smell portion of the show.
They got the fryers going on down there, and I mean the grease smell coming up in the breast. Like, whoo!
You like it?
You sure? It smells good. It makes me hungry. Let's go.
I had several people say something to me about the smell last week.
Y'all kept talking about it. It's like, come on, guys.
It stunk.
They could smell it at home.
Third punt of the night. A nice punt going to be returned from inside the 10-yard line and corralled quickly by the Roadrunners, and that is Leonard Pack again on the return.
Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 on Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
And the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase is coming your way Friday, December the 12th, 7 p.m. at West High School. You can watch it on WKNX The Knox, WBIR+. By the way, if you are a coach, get those nominations in. I know we still have some of our blue bloods, as we call them, bigger schools, who have not sent the nominations in. And if you are a band director, a band parent, a band member, make sure that you contact Ron Rogers, trying to make the biggest band ever. Last year was 350 kids. We want more this year.
Cheerleading, too.
Yeah, cheerleaders as well. It is a community celebration.
We have one cheerleader already signed up, Keeley Needs, Morristown West.
Just one?
Need more. Need more.
Where did you get this information from?
I text you about this the other day, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did. I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry. I just remember the hardest I've seen Robin Wilhoit ever laugh was this one year where they did a national story on this one girl cheerleader team. And they would stop the game and this one girl would go out and cheer by herself. And we came out on camera and I never seen Robin Wilhoit laugh so she couldn't get it together and had to throw it a break because this one girl cheerleader squad. It was great television. Second down and 3. Out to the 29.
Was it like when we went off the air at Gatlinburg-Pittman and Austin East that night? And
no, we were at GP.
Yeah, no. Gatlinburg-Pittman and Austin East.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
at Gatlinburg-Pittman. Yeah. And you're like, and there is Robert Gillard being interviewed by Jesse Smithy and Chad. And we laughed all the way down the steps going
and they
off
left
the
our
air.
mics open.
Going off the air,
yes.
And you're like cackling and.
They left our mics open.
Is that and that night at Harriman that you love to take that, send that picture out of me?
Where you lost it.
I just couldn't stop laughing.
They still have the starters in, by the way. They're still chucking it downfield, up 35-0. Just thought I'd point that out.
Well, you can chuck it downfield up 35-0 when you know the clock's not going to stop if you're incomplete.
No. But you're up 35-0 and you're chucking the ball downfield.
We're working on things for the playoffs, Mark, okay?
Hey, by the way, next week, we do have 2 really good games. I know we've got Grace Sevier County tomorrow. We've talked about that. But the game's next week. And after this play, maybe we'll pop a graphic up there. That would be kind of cool if we have it.
Yeah, next week, Grace again's on the schedule. I don't know how that works.
It's because Austin wants to get his brothers on.
Grace, nice run here by Cecilian Rodriguez.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, man.
Show them feet, young man. Show them feet.
Pretty nice run right there by Cecilio Rodriguez. Yeah, so Thursday night is the Battle of Black Oak Ridge. It's Central and Halls, which will be a key game. And then Friday night is Grace at CAK in a rivalry game.
And that game matters way more to Grace than tomorrow night does. And the reason they're on back-to-back weeks is because
nobody else is playing.
That's right, and they weren't supposed to be on. That game wasn't even supposed to take place. It was a late addition to the schedule.
Yeah,
as both teams were struggling to find games.
But again, I think tomorrow night everybody's intrigued to see what that's going to look like because.
Well, Sevier County won that game with 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Well, I mean, and this is no disrespect to the boys and to Grace, but they should. They should win that game by 3 or 4 touchdowns, but I don't know. As you know, Grace has got some pretty daggone good players.
I will say this. Grace's best chance tomorrow night is to win at the line of scrimmage. They're a big team up front for a AA private school, and I think that gives them a puncher's chance.
I always say it's just interesting to see how it translates. Yeah. You know, you see teams in one classification play each other. How do they do when they play the 5A state champions? It'll be interesting. I'm anxious to see it.
But you're right. I mean, Sevier County, that's a game that Sevier County should win.
Gonna unload.
Oh, man.
Should have been intercepted.
DK Towns kind of playing wide receiver there, kind of going over his shoulder out in front of him and just kind of dropped it.
Got a flag.
Holding on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's going to result in a first down.
Tonight's Pioneer Heating and Air Conditioning Scholar Athlete of the game from Austin East is Spencer Moore, 3.8 GPA. Started the game at quarterback, now playing a little wide receiver. Number 5, just a junior.
You know, I think you talk about as you got a first down and 10 at the 37. And this will be rushing yardage as the ball is thrown backwards. And breaking into the secondary, turning on the Jets, touchdown. And there he is again. That's Braden Maples one more time, this time for 28 yards. And his 3rd touchdown of the game.
What do we think? This MVP thing's getting interesting. You got Maples with 3 scores. You've got Elijah Spence with a pick 6 and a number of other different plays. And then obviously you also have number 6, Jackson Savarese, who's got a couple of scores.
And as you see the replay right here, great vision, again, good patience getting in the end zone. But I think Savarese, the way he scored those touchdowns, kind of get this game going, should carry a little bit more weight. Plus, they were pretty long passes. I don't know, but Maples found the end zone 3 times since then.
Don't ask me to do co-MVPs. I only got 2 hats. And I got to have hat for tomorrow night. I'm just keeping it real.
Hey,
okay?
Whoever we have the best footage of
57.
is going to be the MVP.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Okay, here's the deal.
Try down.
So one can get a helmet and one can get a hat. But I'm just saying, we can't give 2 hats, and then all of a sudden nobody wins tomorrow night at Grace Sevier County. There's no Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP because we're out of merchandise.
Just drive home and get one.
I'm not going that direction. I'm going east.
Where are you going?
I'm going east.
You sure?
Where are you going?
I'm going east for the evening, and I'll go west tomorrow.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Covenant Health. Proud presenting sponsor of Rivalry Thursday with urgent care facilities, hospitals, you name it, for your family in a time of need. There is no one who is there for your family like Covenant Health. And as I say, I'm going east. Austin is messaging my wife to say Mark does not know which direction he's going after the game.
It's not true.
So back to the game next week on Thursday, the Central and Halls game.
It's for the 2 seed.
Well, I was about to say that region, which where West is right now, and we've got Powell and West the final week of the season on Thursday. A key game for both the Bobcats and the Red Devils?
Yeah, it's for the 2 seed. They both played West. Central still has to play William Blount. Halls has played William Blount and won that game. And they both played Powell. Powell's locked into the 1. So, yes, it's for the 2 seed. So it's a huge game. The Battle of Black Oak Ridge next week right here on Rivalry Thursday.
Kickoff out of bounds. That'll be a penalty for Gatlinburg-Pittman, who just scored another touchdown, 7 plays, 85 yards, 5:14 off the clock. Of course, it was running. Braden Maples, as we pointed out, 28-yard touchdown run, his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's now up to 101 yards on 14 carries. That's Braden Maples.
Here's the thing that's interesting about Central.
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Be a 5-yard penalty from the previous kick, re-kick.
Yeah, I was visiting with Derek Ring yesterday, Oak Ridge head coach, former head coach at GP, talking about his former assistant, Tyler Williams, who was hired essentially because of your good buddy Jack Parton 8 years ago. And as we were talking, and we were just visiting about games, Ring made the point about Central, and he said, what an incredible coaching job by Kevin Lane. He said, we scrimmaged them and literally could have walked the dog with them, before this all started. And he said, you watch them now, and what a great coaching job by Kevin Lane over there with Central.
Well, Kevin's done a fantastic job. He's also got a good staff around him. And
he's also got a lot of upperclassmen at the skill positions.
He does. Quarterback's playing really, really well. And they went over and met with a particular high school back in the offseason, talked a little offense, and you'll see a lot of that offense in their offense. Caden Emery, Kingston High School, part of the Next Mile, Miles of Good by Pilot. Been a part of the football team for 4 years. Summer job, Roane County Material Center, plays bass with the Fireside. 2 $15,000 scholarships to be divvied out, along with 2 $5,000 scholarships in the playoffs.
So I have to laugh about this. I messaged Brian Pankey, our good friend, head coach over at Kingston, don't call us Roane County High School, and I said, hey, I need a picture of Kate. So he sends me this picture, and it's like this wide picture. And I'm saying, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you take a tighter picture, kind of like this one? And I sent him a picture of me that was, a tighter shot. So he sends me another picture. It was the same picture, and all he did was just zoom in.
Yeah, that's what you do.
He zoomed in.
It's called crop.
He screenshotted it or cropped it, whatever. I said, I could have done that myself.
Then why didn't you? I mean, I don't understand the logic here. You're complaining.
Because it's
That's what you would have done.
It's higher quality if you take another photo, not just zoom in on it.
It's not true.
And Panky didn't even respond. I thought,
the fact that he just sent the same picture.
It was the same thing. I was like, all you did, I texted him. I said, all you did was zoom in on that.
Savage. I love it.
It was savage. It
was great.
Typical Brian Panky, who, by the way, is a member, again, of the East Tennessee coaching staff.
I was going to say, I want to hear those staffs.
And we'll talk about it on the other side. It's Rivalry Thursday, brought to you by Covenant Health, 42-0 GP. We'll be right back.
I'll tell you the staffs when we come back.
Thank you so much for visiting us today. I really appreciate your... What in the world? Hey! Whoa! Save it for Rivalry Thursday, guys!
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super Savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Hammonds, Tennessee, where we've been here located for over 25 years. Our office offers life insurance, homeowner insurance, auto insurance, and other investment products. Please pay us a visit, and we would love to do business with you.
And the fourth quarter is brought to you by Carson Newman University, down to Emily Ray Cochran.
Hey guys, yeah, something we don't usually talk about is years of coaching experience on a staff, and specifically for GP, 10 coaches on the staff, nearly 200 combined years of coaching experience. You don't hear that too often. 3 of GP's coaches have 30-plus years of experience or more, which puts them in a position to be able to retire with full benefits, actually. The most experience is inside linebackers coach Roger Gentry, new to GP, but he's got 37 years under his belt. Only 3 coaches have less than 20 years. So just pretty outrageous how many years of experience, total years of experience these guys have all combined.
It'd be if you counted Benny Hammonds.
45 plus 190.
There you go.
Let's hear that quick math.
I'm not good at math. So.
Look, I can't do directions. I can do math, okay? Take a look. Speaking of math, here are the third quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law. Getting out of here.
Since we've done the first quarter stats, you've seen a lot of it increase on the left side of your screen, and a lot of it kind of stayed the same on the right side of your screen.
All right, coaching staffs as Austin East is going to punt this one away in a nonstop clock. For Knoxville, head coach is Brad Turner of Gibbs.
Okay.
He has selected Kevin Lane of Central, Matt and Justin Price, both of Grace, Brent Hughes of Halls, Cedric Houston, who is on the Grace staff as the Highlanders are returning.
Blocking the back.
This, and they'll finally be taken down. Let's see, Brent Gibson.
Yes, of Gibbs.
Tyler Wynn.
Of Gibson, or of Gibbs.
L.A. Hedrick.
Of South Doyle.
That is the staff. I got them all in. Okay, now let me go find Spencer Riley's text. Spencer Riley, head coach. Offensive coordinator, Joe Acevet. Running backs coach, Derek Hunt. Offensive line, Trevor Denton. Wide receiver, Derek Rang. Tight ends coach, John Webb of Rockwood. Wide receiver coach, Richie Wilhite. On the defensive side, defensive coordinator, Mark Chait, Sevier County. Todd Loveday, defensive backs coach. Eddie Spraddle of Greenville, also defensive backs coach. Did they need that many defensive backs coaches? Brian Pankey on the defensive line, and Heath Woods, linebacker coach.
So they got most of Sevier County covered.
Yes, apparently. By the way, updated score Midway up on Oliver Springs, 32-6.
Be a big win for the Green Wave.
Blocking the back on the return team. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to be first down.
Took us so long to figure that out. I announced both coaching staffs and that Bacon Company is the official apparel provider of the Rivalry brand. Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday, Rivalry Showcase, and OEB Rivalry Playoffs.
And
BallQuest.com.
Yeah. Had to get them all in.
Austin Price collection from Peter Millar.
Some good coaching staffs right there.
Yes.
I like how a lot of the coaches that are the head coaches bring some guys from their own staff. I see that every year.
Yeah, what we have found is that, the guys like to bring some of their assistants, but at the same time, they've kind of got a little thing going. Spencer Riley, Joe Acevet, and Derek Hunt. Those 3 guys kind of have a lot of fun together.
Mm-hmm.
So here Acevet is the offensive coordinator, and Derek Hunt's coaching on the offensive side too. Running backs.
Yeah.
It's a staff.
Well, it's a pretty good staff. A lot of personalities in there. And good football.
We'll do the team selections, by the way, on Sunday, the 19th.
Where do y'all go for that? Where do y'all meet?
If I tell you, I don't need fans to show up.
Is it east or west? South, north, northwest?
It is west. We made it in McAllister's.
Okay.
Made it in McAllister's.
Which means Packer chose. Okay, you have to understand this is a Packer choice.
Oh, it works out well.
Ask for extra ranch, extra mayonnaise. He washes his hands in his cup of ice water.
No,
it's the things that drive Dee crazy.
No, it's the chicken tortilla soup with extra cheese, tortilla chips on it, and chipotle ranch to dip inside the soup. It's weird.
Some kind of ranch.
Yeah, this is a good selection, man. The half sandwich and soup.
We all go over there. We meet as coaching staffs and select the team. So if you're a coach and you have not nominated your players, you need to do that. Because we always get to a point where we select the team, and then some coach says, "Oh, I didn't get my nomination here." Well, we had the meeting already.
Yeah. And then you add them anyways.
And then we're supposed to have 50 players. We have 56. Why are they still throwing the football downfield with the Scruggs?
They're working on stuff for the playoffs, Packer.
And we got to get our MVP some more stats. Savarese on the reception.
Way to give it away, Eric. Way to give it away.
I mean, I think it's one of 3 players, and you know
that's the only suspense we had this football game was who the MVP was going to be.
Yeah, dozens care at this point. Dozens
and dozens. It's getting chilly.
I can't believe we still have 500 people watching on the YouTube channel. Obviously, there's nothing else going on tonight. Oh, I got a tough run right here.
That is really a tough run. You know, you see Gatlinburg-Pittman winning 42-0, and that was just the play before. The first third down conversion of the football game for the Highlanders. Pretty impressive.
Rivalry Thursday brought to you in part by Better Mattress. How's this like the official mattress partner of the Rivalry brand? I just threw that in there.
I like that.
Scan the QR code. They will custom make what you need. Whatever mattress needs you need.
Tell everybody how many houses you have and how many beds.
I know. Austin told me to stop mentioning that stuff. He said last week, stop talking about it, Parker. So I'm going to stop. If you need a mattress, go to Better Mattress. That's what we do.
There you go. That's great.
For a number of different locations.
You know, Austin, my wife calls you my second wife. It's your second wife calling.
The best is when both wives gang up, which is about 99% of the time. She'll call me and go, this is a dumb idea of his. Do you agree? Yes. And it's like, Mark, this is a dumb idea.
Austin sent me pictures the other day. I got to tell you, they went to, they went on their fall break trip, went up to Mount Rushmore, and so they're so cheap. Handoff off right tackle. Let's see if he does anything. Okay, tackle is made. He sends me pictures.
It's called practical.
He sends me practical. He sends me pictures of everybody's got the backpacks on, and the backpacks literally have Abraham Lincoln stolen off Mount Rushmore and stuffed in the backpack. they are literally, I'm like, Teddy Roosevelt's in there. They are that packed to the hill.
Avery's a big Teddy Roosevelt
because they're not going to pay a dime to check any bag on.
Why
So
would
you flew on like a Legion. You can get 4 people for $250 because they get you on the bags. You guys are stuffing old presidents in your backpacks.
Yes.
How many years you gone for? How long were you gone? Like 3 days?
Yeah, we left Friday afternoon. Came back Monday night.
You could almost get away with that. Anything longer, you might not be able to.
We did get away with that.
Yeah.
Slinging it downfield.
Yeah, that was a poor throw. That's probably his worst throw of the night. He's throwing a lot of good passes tonight. But I mean, why are they still throwing at 42-0? I just don't understand.
My dad texted me and said just now starting the second half, looks like it's all GP tonight. And I said, well, you can turn it off.
So your dad's behind the broadcast?
He
doesn't know we're talking about him right now because he's like 10 minutes behind.
He will in like 10 minutes, yeah. They do things on Thursday, and
they're on dial-up internet up there, Jeff County.
They pause it, and then they go back and watch it. Nah, he's on Tri-Light.
Dead ball, false start. Number 22 on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
By the way, does he like Tri-Light?
He does.
Okay, cool.
Big fan.
Good to know.
What about light try?
What?
What about light try?
3.5 minutes to go in the game. 42-0. Punt is away. Oh, nice punt.
That's a real good punt.
Nice
wow.
high hanging punt. Going to take a sideways bounce. Quick message from Aqua Clear. Let's take a water break, shouldn't we?
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, Aqua Clear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? AquaClear can fix that.
They did laundry again?
AquaClear can fix that.
Clock is running now at 2:45. We had to squeeze in the Aqua Clear water break as the catch is made for a loss and a flag comes in.
You know what? Next Saturday is the start of the middle school basketball season for the Norris basketball.
It's also Tennessee, Alabama there.
It
You
is.
gonna miss
I was going to
it?
say, you'll be...
I'll miss Norris basketball.
You'll be playing golf and watching football in the state of Alabama. How many games are on that schedule?
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's first down.
It's like middle school volleyball. It's like 5 or 6 matches or something, right?
No, it's more than that.
Okay.
I know that like the varsity's playing over 20, JV's playing over 20.
Ooh, that's a good hit. Who else? It's Elijah Spence.
I think we ought to flip it. Make him the MVP.
Midway's.
Look at that.
No, they've already cut the
No,
highlights.
that could be the collision.
I know.
They've already edited the highlights. You can't change it now.
I know.
No. Midway's lead over Oliver Springs now 32-19. Mine was a joke, too. It was just a bad attempt here.
My wife's not happy with you, by the way, talking about backpacks. You're in the doghouse.
She did not message
She
that.
did.
She did not.
She
Let
did.
me see it.
Between
Good
that
ball.
and Addison
Ball
and
start
Kimbry wanting
on
a
the
shout out
offense.
on TV.
Number
That's all I'm
53.
getting blown up.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
I'm
Remains
so
second
embarrassed.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody does that.
That's called practical.
Everybody
All right,
does it.
Thanks to One Day Signs and Banners. I'm glad she's still watching, though. As Ann and JP, all our great friends at One Day Signs and Banners, 865-525-5474. And if you need signs, they'll make them for you in as little as
1 day. Biggest upset of the night.
Oh.
What'd you about to say? Biggest upset of the night is my wife, Carissa, is still watching because she texted me a little while ago and I mentioned multitasking. She's like, I wish you could multitask when I talk to you. You don't listen. I said, that is very fair.
That's great humor.
The guys in the press box said, all right, that's it, guys. Have a safe night. They're like, turning the lights out. They're ready to go.
The clock is under 30 seconds to go. And this will be the last play, whether it's an incomplete pass or not.
Air it out.
Run out of bounds. Pads are popping. There's the sound you only hear from the parabolic microphone of 1CB45 says, and that will do it. Final score tonight is Gatlinburg-Pittman. And holds on to get the win. They hang in there and hold on for a 42-0 victory on Rivalry Thursday and improve to 8-0 on the season. But don't leave us, because we've got the Carson Newman postgame show with the picks of an exciting night tomorrow night. Fall break. Have to do some quick research.
Stick with us. Don't go anywhere. Don't adjust your sets.
Based on my performance last week in the picks, you could probably turn the channel.
All right, we're going to make our way down to Emily Ray Cochran at some point. I believe she's got to find the player of the game. But we did have a dilemma. We had an argument. We had a decision to make. Who got second place? Who got second place? Why do you guys look at me? We had this whole discussion.
I don't. Mable's had to be second place, right? He scored 3 touchdowns.
Is this really your way to try to drag it out?
Time now for the Joe Newman collision. Can we get the Joe Newman collision of the game?
The collision is your attempt at trying to drag it out there. the Joe Newman collision of the night, and it is a nice hit there.
That was good. Good big shot. Boom. Big shot. That is nice. Joe
Houston with the big hit. We highlighted him in the pregame show, and we highlight him now in the Carson Newman postgame show.
And there's Emily Ray Cochran. We're getting ready down there, and we've got the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Emily Ray?
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, I'm here with Jackson. Jackson, 2 touchdowns, over 100 receiving yards. What was working so well for you out there tonight?
Just trying to find a way to get the ball, just find an open spot. It's really a team effort here. Really a team effort.
8-0 for the first time in 2006. What does that mean to you?
It means we have a great team out here. Like, we all just have the greatest team chemistry, and we want to go to state. Since Alcoa's gone, we found a way.
I was going to say, this team is not shy to say, hey, we are not mad that Alcoa is not in our region anymore without them in 3A.
Just knowing that we can make it past the third round and find a way to win state, I don't know.
Yeah, you won MVP, but it was between you, Elijah, and Braden. What did you like about those two guys' performances tonight?
Repeat the question.
Yeah, so the MVPs, it was between you, Elijah, and Braden. So what did you think of their performances tonight?
Man, they did great. It was really just team effort. Tyson great. Braden great. John great.
Yeah.
Shoot, everybody great.
Yeah. Why don't you go celebrate with your teammates?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. All right, Emily Ray.
Emily Ray, great.
You know what's
Mark,
not great?
Great.
That 1 and 4 a little last week.
Eric last week, not so great.
2 island picks did not go well.
We definitely know who's in first, second, third, and last because everybody's got a different record. So Austin's got the lead. All right, so there aren't that many games tomorrow night, as we have talked about, because of fall break. So some new teams will make the picks. We'll go ahead and start. Let Emily Ray make her way over there to get in position. Granger at Unicoi County. I will take Unicoi County at home. They're 4-3. Granger 3-4. Give me Unicoi County in that one.
I'll take Granger just to be opposite. Now I need to make up picks. And so I think two teams that are almost even. So give me Granger.
Give me Unicoi. I think this game at Unicoi is at least a touchdown differential.
As you would always tell me, though, home field in high school, how much is that really worth? You just said a touchdown.
Yes, I think it's worth every bit of that. Okay. I really honestly wanted to go. I was just trying to be nice to the kids at Granger. I think it's a 2-score game.
Emily Ray, who you got, Granger and Unicoi?
Okay, I think Unicoi, because their only 2 losses of the season have been really competitive. So
That's
I'm going to
right.
go that.
Good call.
Nice. Look at Emily Ray.
I'm doing my research.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Sweetwater is at Campbell County. We'll go right back to you, Emily Ray. You get us started.
Okay, I actually have a stat for this one, guys. Campbell County has been outscored by opponents 29-304 this season. Yeah, it's insane. So I got to go Sweetwater. Why wouldn't I?
It's not a nice stat, but that is a stat indeed.
I will go Sweetwater as well. Campbell County just struggles to score. Listen, rough year for the Cougars. Yep. Give me Sweetwater.
Yeah, Sweetwater. All those reasons.
Sweetwater. I'll take him as well. I mean, what? It's Emily Ray's research. I think we're going to go with that. Morristown East is at Carnes. Beavers at home. I will take the Beavers to get it done. Austin.
I agree. I think Carnes gets the win. They're just playing a little bit better right now than Morristown East is.
Yep, I'll take Carnes at home.
So disappointing.
Unlike Eric, I won't just pick my alma mater to pick them.
Yeah, so
you took Carnes. Emily Ray.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you guys, too. Mo East has kind of struggled this season as well. Carnes also, it would be their first time beating Mo East since 2005, and I think they've got a really good shot to do it.
Northview is at Seymour. And back to the picks where, just because Justin Anderson was best man in your wedding, you're going to take Northview, Eric Kane, no matter what.
I mean, this is 1-5 and 0-6. Is that right? Or
Northview is
won 2 games.
2-5.
2-5 and
Seymour's 3-4.
Okay, I was way off on that. But yeah, give me. I don't know. Somebody else go. I'm last.
You can't do it.
No,
Someone else
go.
All right, give me Northview. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm already in last.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
I'll take Seymour at home. Emily Ray.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually have written down in my notes, records are similar. So, close. But Seymour, I'll go with them.
Give me Seymour as well. I think they get the win.
You got to understand, literally about 6 of my old high school coaches coached for Northview. So they all let me know when I pick against them.
It's okay. I had to hear about it from somebody at Morristown East when I took Morristown West a few weeks ago. I just call it like I see it.
Kingston is at Scott. This really could be. I mean, we've got Grace Sevier County, but Kingston at Scott is a really good matchup, Austin.
It really is. It really is. And that's why we're going to let Emily Ray pick first.
Golly.
I got my research. Don't worry. So Kingston, 6 straight wins against Scott. I think they're going to go for a 7th. So Kingston.
They certainly could, but this is kind of a special year for the Highlanders. Give me Scott at home to get the win.
Wow. Wow, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is honestly a toss-up. All streaks like that have to come to an end at some point, so I was going to take Scott at home.
Look, if Ryan Pankey is smart enough to take a wide shot and then just zoom in and send that to me and say, this is a different picture, I think he's savvy enough to get the win. I'm taking the Jackets. Why not taking the Jackets to go and win at Scott? What? All right, Emily Ray, good job tonight. Thanks for the research,
Yeah,
okay?
that's way too much
Always.
research.
Thanks, guys.
You did great.
Know the vibe up here. It's way too much
Thank
research.
you.
Three of us, we just survived. All right, make sure you're doing this tomorrow night for Grace and Sevier County on OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. Coverage starts at 6:30.
Can you get him a headset?
And we will get you a headset. And then next week, Central is at Halls on Thursday. And then on Friday next week, it is Grace at CAK. And another busy week of Week 9 next week and two very, very important games. It was a head-rattling game for Gatlinburg-Pittman as the Highlanders get the win 42-0 and improve to 8-0. Post-game coverage tonight on WBIR, and we'll see you tomorrow at Sevier County.
Don't miss Beyond the Orange and Locker Room Sundays at 7 p.m. on TVSN.
Hey, I'm Tennessee center Sam Pendleton.
And you can check him out on Beyond the Orange on the Tennessee Valley Sports Network.
Then stay tuned for Locker Room at 7:30. It's the Players Show with current players, VFLs, and experts from VolQuest. That's Sunday starting at 7 p.m. on TVSN.